of the game. When you are represented by Avner Gatt's team, you have the entire team's experience and know-how by your side. No one, and I mean no one, messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So call Avner Gatt right now. 818-917-5256. 818-917-5256. That's AvnerGatt.com. AVNERGAT. AvnerGatt.com. When you call him directly, Avner Gatt and his family, they take the calls themselves. Avner Gatt says, hello.
Join the Roger Dunn Golf Shop's Labor Day sale from August 30th to September 2nd. Enjoy 25% off Adidas and Ben Hogan apparel and 20% off select golf bags. Get custom fit for the new Callaway Apex irons, plus 50% bonus trade-in on your purchase. Book your fitting in-store or online today. Home of the legendary 90-day satisfaction guarantee, proudly serving golfers since 1963. Roger Dunn Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
This summer, get away in the Hyundai you've always wanted at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get the hottest deals of the season on many of our award-winning Hyundai models, which all come with America's best warranty. But get going, because these deals won't last. Add more joy to your journey at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now for a limited time, get 1.99% APR for 60 months on the Hyundai Tucson or Elantra. Hurry into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end September 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1225. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225 or biglou.com.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Wednesday afternoon.
I don't know where these sounds are coming from. Everybody's on my nerves today. Everybody's on my nerves.
Are you going to sit there and just take it?
Let's get to it. Your Wednesday afternoon. Mason and Ireland right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
One day, Greg. One day. Put 10 grand in the bank.
That's all it took.
I knew it.
I got to tell you, there was a master conspiracy. Bergman, you're filling me with all kinds of corporate stuff and this and that.
Why do you lie?
Mace?
Why do you
I don't lie.
Hey, would you like to go double or nothing?
What is the mythical money totals? I think
I'm way behind.
I still got over
You got
300,000.
plenty of room. I got like 50.
Yeah.
You got to give you some time to get that.
But let's go double or nothing.
Okay, go double or
I think I
nothing.
can get 50 grand
you
out of
you
this.
can work me over on this one. So Pepe and Mychal are here. MT, Pepe, haven't seen you guys in a while. What's going on, Mychal?
That's your fault. You're never here.
Yeah. Well, you were traveling and whatnot, right?
Too much. I hate it. I travel.
We
so
were
much,
all
so-
together at the Dodger game on Saturday night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, why
was
would you
Pepe
go?
there?
Yeah,
Pepe was
Pepe
there,
was
front
there.
row.
Didn't even know about it.
You didn't know?
You were gone. You were in San Diego.
I was in San Diego for a thing.
We got
yeah.
to throw out the first pitch. Ireland, of course, is the MC extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Ireland should host the Oscars. He's so good at it.
Exactly.
good, yeah.
I should host the Oscars, right?
Because everybody loves the Oscars host after the show is over.
And so many people are clamoring to do it
is
this year.
Such a thankless job hosting the Oscars. That's perfect for John. Pepe, what are you doing, man?
Hi, everybody. It's nice to see you
Pepe.
finally after so much time. Greg,
I know.
Greg.
Yeah.
John,
Yes, Pepe.
really, congratulations. You did really good.
Oh, that's very nice. Now,
really good.
Pepe and Michael, we have breaking news for the two of you. We all know about this, but you do not. So we had a dispute yesterday on Game of Games.
Yes.
And so today we got Rachel Suarez, who's one of the judges on Hot Bench. You know, Judge Judy is tough to get to, but she invented a show.
By the way, I got a no from Judge Judy.
Well, she invented this show, Hot Bench, which has
This
been
is her
on
show?
for 10 years.
Okay.
And it's 3 judges, and you bring your case to them, and the only rule is you agree to abide by whatever the judge rules. So here's the dispute, Michael Pepe. You can and Greg, if I don't describe this correctly, jump in.
We have the
We have it if you want to play the thing out right.
Let me set it up. And it would be easier to do. So Greg's game yesterday, it was Greg's game, and he had a game, basically it's Ram or not a Ram. And the way he explained it was every person on this list is either a current member of the Rams.
You're already getting caught up.
Would you just let me finish? That's exactly what you said, and I will bet all my mythical money on it.
No,
all of it.
No,
What?
it's fine. Just go.
He corrects me when I'm totally right. I said, Greg said it's either a current
I don't
member
think I
of the
said current.
Rams
Yes.
or somebody from another industry.
Right.
That's what he said. Do you dispute that somehow?
I don't think I said current. Brian, did I say current?
I don't remember, but we do have the clip if you want to play it.
Just play it. Greg, what do we got?
All right, so this is a very easy game. It's just a little game of get to know your Rams. It's either or.
Oh, Mason's going to win this.
No.
Okay.
Is this person on the Rams
On the
or
Rams.
in another entire industry?
How is that different than current?
On the
Not the word
Rams.
current.
I'm done. I'm not going to explain
That's
anything.
on the Rams.
All right, we'll let the judge settle it.
No, finish.
No, I'm done.
Yeah, just finish.
Oh, come on,
You
finish.
can't quit in the middle of the case.
No, the judge is going to hear the case. What time is the judge coming on?
2:45.
All right, we'll
but
do it at
just go ahead,
2:45.
go ahead and set it up. Sorry that I interrupted you. I apologize. We can move on.
No, I got a bunch of questions about some other stuff anyway. Did the Dodger game not feel like a playoff
Yes,
game last night?
absolutely did.
I was watching it and I go, this is how Dodger games end.
This is
in
what
the
it's
playoffs.
This is what it's going to feel
Yeah.
like when we get to the playoffs. And they had lots of opportunities last night. Flaherty pitched okay, gave up 3 runs in 6 innings. The bullpen was money last night, but they just couldn't get anything going offensively against them. And tonight is a matchup I don't like at all, which is Walker Buehler versus Corbin Burns. Now, if I could,
Greg already would put Walker Buehler out to pasture.
by the way, if I could draw up the exact perfect wrong matchup for this series, it would be Walker Buehler versus Corbin Burns.
This is the last matchup anybody
It's like
wants to
our
see.
worst and their best.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. So we got that to look for. It's bobblehead night for Shohei Ohtani, and I saw. I think Beto already went over there to the parking lot, and he says people are waiting for their Shohei Ohtani bobbleheads.
It's crazy, really. And I just want to say something about the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Besides John being fantastic there, don't ever give Mychal Thompson a microphone because he will never, ever stop talking.
I thought Michael was excellent.
Thank you,
I thought
John.
everybody was good.
Did you speak? Did you
for
speak the
30
longest?
seconds,
I
he-
interviewed all 7 of them.
Okay.
So
And
I
who-
asked him each a few questions, and we just kept rolling.
Michael,
I thought
did-
Michael was among the better people.
Yeah,
we
no, that's
talked
so
Because you
boring.
keep on talking, and I told you, I was looking at you and said, Michael, shut up. Don't say anything.
You know,
else."
I've really missed this. I've really missed this. Normally, all I get is Pepe on Twitter. You're standing in front of your bush, your hydrangea bush, right? And you love that
Or
bush
la-di-da.
so much.
I don't do that every time. It's
But a
that
lot of
different-
times, I like.
there are times that you see it.
Pepe's hydrangea bush is out again.
Come on.
First thing in the morning.
I'm going to talk to somebody that knows about the Dodgers.
Okay.
I was very disappointed on that game on Saturday.
You're talking to
because-
me, right?
No.
Oh,
Greg.
okay.
Greg, I was really disappointed because they could have won that game, but I mean, the bullpen just didn't work. And even Rojas hit a homer
I know,
in that
it was
game.
nice.
The power is
What do you-
amazing.
What do you mean, even Rojas? Rojas has been like the best player on the team.
I
the
know,
last
but you
2 weeks.
don't. But you don't expect that.
Yeah,
You know.
I last night Joe Davis said he's hitting 356 since he went back into the starting lineup.
Yes.
So I mean, I would not take that dude out.
No.
No.
And he plays a great shortstop.
Yeah.
Great, definitely. But
Now, of course, when the ball's going over the wall, there's not a lot the
That is
shortstop
correct.
can do about it.
That is correct. It's not his fault.
The bullpen didn't do what I was expecting them to do, and they're going to have to fix that. Otherwise,
You're talking about the Saturday game, right?
Saturday
Yeah,
game.
the bullpen blew up.
I was
yeah.
really disappointed because I thought for sure they were going to win.
And they didn't win last night, and they've got the Orioles for 2 more games, and then Arizona for 4 games, which will be kind of a showdown. What's the lead right now? Is it 2 games?
3 games.
3 games. Okay. So 3 games. It's conceivable. I don't want to scare people, but it's conceivable that the Dodgers could be in second place by Tuesday.
Define
They
conceivable.
very well. They can be in 3rd place by Tuesday.
Yeah.
If the Padres
This thing's going to turn one way or the other. I
These 7
personally
games.
don't really care if they have a tight race. I think there's actually a benefit to having a tight race.
But it's better if they end in first place.
Yes, it is. You are correct.
Wow. Very deep.
This is, okay, so Pepe just pointed out, Greg, put this on the Blue Review. It's better if the Dodgers finish in first place.
Pepe, that's amazing. I can't believe I didn't think
that's
that.
the lead.
The question is,
hey,
is that conceivable?
For Blue Review tomorrow, make sure that's all the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's better if they're in first place.
Put that in the headline,
Do you think Dave Roberts should tell
Pepe
the team
says,
that?
Yeah, you know what? Dave Roberts should give a big, it's better for us. Oh, no, Pepe's got some sort of weird shirt
No, he had that
on
on last week. But now, have you figured out how to put other words in there?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah, it says
Just keep on
la-di-da,
reading.
whoop-de-doo.
Did Carlo help you figure it out?
a distant cousin of Pinocchio. ESPN LA 710, the horse. The horse.
Many sayings are appearing on this shirt.
Mychal knows nothing. All right, so there you have some of what I'll put that on social. We got to put that on social. Have people seen Pepe's light up sign shirt?
Yeah, and then underneath it say that they think that the Dodgers should be
in first place. Yeah, better if they're in first place.
That is conceivable.
All right, coming up, let's have this conversation. Mychal, you're a huge NFL guy and a quarterback guru.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a list of the most underrated and overrated quarterbacks in the NFL, and I want to see if you agree with all that.
Okay.
In the meantime, the Trojans kick off the season on Sunday in Vegas against LSU. Coverage starts at 2:30 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app, presented by Invesco QQQ. Invesco QQQ is the official ETF partner of the USC Trojans. The future isn't scary. Not realizing its potential, however, could be. Invesco QQQ, let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated. All right, so this is huge on Sunday. LSU versus USC. The game is in Vegas, but I am going to be at Cosm in Inglewood. Now, Cosm is this gigantic, immersive entertainment venue. It's right around the corner from SoFi Stadium, right there by Hollywood Park. I saw the Cirque du Soleil show there, and I mean, there are screens above you and below you and around you, and you feel like you're in the thing. And now they're doing college football there. You can watch sports in the Dome with me on Sunday, USC versus LSU. Pepe, what are you doing on Sunday? Do you want to come to the Cosm? Come on, do it.
If I can, I would.
Okay, we want you there. The Dome is unbelievable. Cosm is unbelievable. Go get your tickets, Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. It will blow your mind. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Really excited to see the new schools come into play at the Coliseum. Obviously, you're going to have Notre Dame to finish the season. That's always a special game. But seeing Nebraska showing up, Penn State showing up, LSU at the Collie, that's what I'm really looking forward to.
I think both programs, the men's football program and the men's basketball program, are moving in the right direction. And the women's basketball program at USC is going to be ranked top 5 next year. So it's a great time for the USC Trojans to be back on ESPN LA.
I'm really curious to see, what does USC football look like without Caleb Williams? What are the adjustments that Lincoln Riley makes? And what is the defense going to look like in the non-Alex Grinch era?
New conference, new quarterback, just really fired up on the football side. New head coach for basketball, so almost like a really new team, which is going to be awesome. And then returning to prominence for USC women's basketball, to be back to where USC women's basketball is. I'm super excited to see Juju in her second year.
Day. So be like the 3.8 million businesses who have come to ZipRecruiter and sped up their hiring process. Try ZipRecruiter today for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. One more time, ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Just as every point matters, every detail counts in our meticulously crafted vehicles. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Welcome to Cadillac of Beverly Hills, the #1 Cadillac dealer in the Western region. for the third year in a row. Come and check out the incredible selection of new and pre-owned vehicles today at our showroom, 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, and at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Escape to paradise at Terranea Resort on the breathtaking Palos Verdes Peninsula. Enjoy 102 acres of oceanfront luxury with panoramic Pacific views. Relax in style with a variety of accommodations from elegant guest rooms to private villas. Indulge at diverse dining venues and rejuvenate at the award-winning spa. Visit Terranea.com to book your stay today. Terranea Resort, luxury on the Southern California coast.
Something amazing is happening in workplaces everywhere. Devices are learning how people work and adapting to help them get more done. That's because CDW is modernizing experiences with Dell's intelligent portfolio of devices. Thanks to built-in security and AI capabilities, your teams can work smarter wherever they may be. Dell and CDW. Make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/Dell Client.
Are you ready to build your company's dream team? Just like in sports, finding skilled players is essential for success. With Robert Half's winning combination of specialized recruiting professionals and award-winning AI, we'll help you find the MVPs and key role players who will have you hanging banners in the rafters. Because in business, it's all about having the experienced team on your side. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
And it is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwiched between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
So apparently you had a conversation about Oscar De La Hoya last week.
Yes.
About the lingerie thing?
Yes.
Yeah. And then Bergman said he would wear lingerie.
If, like, Margot Robbie asked me to, yeah.
If Margot Robbie
said.
Yeah,
well, we ran a clip from Oscar where he said that he was talking to Shannon Sharp, and he said if you ask 30 men, 20 of them would say that they've tried on women's clothing at one point or another. And Shannon said, I don't think that's true, Oscar.
That one
and
does
I
not
asked,
sound legit to me.
See, Brian, see if you can find that clip. And I asked this question. I don't know anyone.
I don't know a single
who's a
person
man who's tried women except for Oscar.
I like even Halloween. I never did drag or anything, and I don't think I've ever.
No, my whole thing is.
All right, so here was what Oscar said to Shannon Sharp.
I'm glad I said they were real because it set me free. You know?
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. They're out there 15 years ago. So what? I mean, what? I bet if I asked 30 people here, 20 of them say, "Yeah, I've worn something from a woman." In closed doors. That's what happens. Mine just came out publicly.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Oscar.
I don't know about that, Oscar. Yeah, by the way, I don't think that's a real statistic.
I don't think that's a scientific survey.
No, I don't think 2 out of 3 men have tried on women's clothing or worn women's clothing.
Pepe, have you ever tried on
have you ever
clothing?
worn frilly underwear to get with Liz?
No.
No.
Brian, have you ever put on a pair of women's clothing? Whatever
I have
it may
not.
be?
I have not. Sadly.
Yeah. Michael?
That couldn't fit me.
Never?
I'm too tall.
Yeah.
What about
right.
someone tall?
Yeah.
Like, so my whole thing is that I've never
but you
done-
could wear Cameron Brink's outfits.
Right. You're right about that.
So my whole thing is that I've never worn it, but if Margot Robbie or your celebrity crush comes up to you and says, hey,
right,
I'll sleep with you or let you do whatever, but you have to put on frilly underwear.
Yes,
I'm
but
putting
what
on
are the
frilly
odds
underwear.
that Kate Beckinsale comes up to me and makes that offer?
What if that's a thing, though? What if Kate's got... Kate's,
Well, if
Kate's
it's a thing,
little,
I will adjust.
Kate's a little
I just
kinky.
think the chances of it happening are very
Hey,
slim.
we all got us our kinks.
Yeah, it's
that's
nothing wrong.
the thing.
It's nothing wrong.
Now,
doing it if you do
you've
it.
now adopted Oscar's position.
If you kept it private, there's nothing wrong with it. Just don't put it out there for pictures.
I don't think Oscar intended it to go out.
Yeah, exactly.
The pictures
somebody
got
set
out,
him up.
but yeah.
Somebody set him up.
Pepe, never, huh?
Well, I think Oscar said that he was drug. Remember?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
It could be.
So,
and if somebody set him up, so hey, put on these fishnet stockings,
yeah, I guess
whatever,
so.
and
I
then
guess
just
so.
for fun, and they framed him.
All right, let me get off the women's underwear thing here for a minute. So I have got a list. They surveyed 103 current NFL players. And I've got a list of the most overrated and underrated quarterbacks in the NFL. So why don't we start with most overrated? When you think quarterbacks, who do you think is valued too much? Who do you think gets too much credit? Who do you think is overrated?
Kirk Cousins. He's a good quarterback, but kind of overrated. Give him $100 million.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, not a frontline guy.
The name
but
that popped into my head was Russell Wilson.
Well, he's on the downs. He's not overrated anymore.
Okay, so let me see if Russell Wilson got any votes. No, got no votes.
Maybe because he's kind of out.
Yeah, he's not even rated anymore.
Number one, and I don't get this at all, because I think for me, he's probably the second best quarterback in the league, is Josh Allen.
Wow.
Got
Overrated?
more votes than anybody.
No.
Yeah,
Overrated?
as overrated,
No
yes.
way. Oh, he's a stud.
Second on the overrated list is Jalen Hurts,
No.
which I kind of get that after what happened
he had
down
a
the
bad
stretch
year.
last year. He had a really bad season last year. And didn't they lose like 6 in a row at the end of the season?
Yeah, but he had no protection. His offensive line broke down on him.
And tied for second, Tua.
I was just going to tell you that.
Yeah.
I think Tua's underrated.
Do you think he's
I do.
underrated?
Yeah, I think he's good. I mean, he led the league in passing yards last year.
Yeah,
I mean, that's hard to do.
Well, yeah, he's got unbelievable weapons. I guess that's why. So they've got Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Tua as the 3 most overrated quarterbacks in the NFL. Others getting votes. Justin Herbert is actually next, followed by Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson. Does anybody? I don't expect anything out of him. Arizona, Kyler Murray.
Well, wait,
and,
you say you don't expect anything out of Deshaun Watson. He's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
I mean, I watched him play last year. I don't expect anything.
I agree with
from
you,
him.
but
Yeah.
I'm just saying that he had. Mychal, wasn't he the first quarterback ever to get a guaranteed contract?
Fully guaranteed $230 million.
Fully guaranteed. That's their mistake.
I think he's going to do good this year.
He can play. He still can play.
Yeah, I really question that.
Murray should be on that list.
Who should be?
Murray.
Murray. Kyler Murray, yeah, for sure. Although, again, he's another guy who I don't think is very good. Top vote getters for most underrated quarterback. Most underrated quarterback. Oh, this is interesting.
Underrated.
See, I would have said Tua, but he was on the overrated list.
Yep.
Underrated.
Love.
Gardner Minshew.
Love.
Gardner Minshew. Yeah, very underrated.
Jordan Love's done it for 1 year, so I'd say he's underrated.
Jordan Love is actually the highest paid player in NFL too.
Right now?
Yes.
Love.
He makes more than
Green
Deshaun
Bay.
Watson?
Yes.
He just signed that.
Got paid.
I guess
Justin
it's the
Jefferson.
escalator.
I'll take a shot.
Okay.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy is tied for first. Somebody else is on the underrated list.
I'll tell you who it is, and you guys will think I'm crazy. It's Lamar. Lamar is a weapon, man, and he doesn't get enough credit.
Lamar Jackson, well down the list. I think he does get
2
a lot
and
of
4
credit.
in
No, he
the
doesn't.
playoffs.
He's
Yes.
the most feared player in the league.
Why is he 2 and 4 in the playoffs?
This team, it stinks
He's
in the
won-
playoffs, and a bad
Wait a minute,
coaching.
has he not won an MVP? I mean, seriously.
But he's
yeah,
the
2.
But I think he's underrated. I think he's so scary. If you ask every defensive player who they worry about the most, they say him.
So you think
Every
he's
of
the
them.
most
No,
underrated
they worry about
two-time
Mahomes more
MVP in
than
the
him.
league?
Because LeBron could beat you with his legs, too.
Okay, tied for first. Matthew Stafford among underrated quarterbacks.
Yeah, we've heard that before. Like,
Yeah.
Remember who's the quarterback in Houston? C.J. Stroud.
C.J.
They were asking
Stroud,
him,
yeah.
and he said that's who he
Stafford.
watches. Yeah.
Also on the list of underrated, Kirk Cousins. So the other way for you, Mychal. Jared Goff. Did you say Jordan Love?
I did.
Pepe
Yeah,
did.
Jordan Love
I
is
did.
there, tied for third, along with Bryce Young. Now, most underrated quarterback in the league, Bryce Young.
Underrated.
Underrated.
He was horrible.
He shouldn't even be rated.
Yeah, he looked like
I can't
me.
even believe he made the ratings.
Exactly.
He was so bad last year. Anyway, that's 103 NFL players. By the way, most trash-talking quarterback was one of the things they asked about.
Who's that guy?
Oh, that's Josh Allen.
That's Josh
Yeah.
Allen in a landslide. Baker Mayfield, apparently a trash talker, is second. And Aaron Rodgers, apparently a trash talker, is
Rodgers
third.
have to be there.
Also on the trash talking list, Mahomes, Burrow, and C.J. Stroud. So,
and they all can back it up.
yeah. I would love to see, I'm leaning towards, because I would love to see Josh Allen get to a Super Bowl. He is such a great player. He is such a great player.
Go
And
through
he
Lamar
goes
and Patrick
he goes toe to
and
toe
Joe
Here's
with
Michael.
Patrick
Here's how I
regularly.
Here's how I look at Josh Allen. Josh Allen is much like Karl Malone and John Stockton were blocked by Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's blocked by Mahomes.
Well, all the quarterbacks are.
If Mahomes wasn't there, I think Josh Allen would be. Or like, remember how Phil Mickelson got blocked by Tiger Woods?
Yeah.
You know,
But realistically, isn't it fair? Like, I would bet against the Chiefs this year. I just think the odds of winning another Super Bowl, doing it the
no team's ever done it.
Right.
No team's ever won three straight Super Bowls.
Against Kansas City
They're highly
winning the
motivated
Super
to
Bowl.
be the first team to do it. So
Yeah.
if they stay healthy.
But
That's
other
their thing.
But other teams too.
Yeah.
Yeah, to knock them off. But when you say, I want to make history, set history, well, that's a big motivation.
All right. Coming up next for you, we're going to spin the wheel of questions. And next Friday is the 11th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic. It is presented by Coors Light at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Proceeds benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research. And once again, the event is sold out for golf. Special thanks to our Southern California Hyundai dealers. It is your journey. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. Visit buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. All right, maybe this weekend, over the long weekend, you're in the mood for some poker. I'm going to get out there this weekend, probably Saturday. And I always play at Commerce Casino. Largest poker room in the world, best poker action in Southern California by far. This is where you want to play poker. And I played last Saturday and did not have a great day, but that's okay. It's always a good night at Commerce. This year they're paying out $20 million in jackpots. Great food at Commerce. Professional and friendly staff. Dealers that occasionally give you cards. Beautiful hotel rooms, daily tournaments. Commerce Casino located 6131 Telegraph Road in Commerce. For more information and a calendar of events, visit commercecasino.com. That's commercecasino.com. And I will see you at the Commerce. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
There's nothing like NHL hockey, LA Kings hockey on 710 ESPN. Welcome to the family.
Brand new partnership. We're excited to have the Kings right here, the home of the Los Angeles Kings. And Trav, now I just need an invitation to go catch a game.
You have been giving you one forever. Now you have to
across the street. Now it's across the street.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go.
The Kings are back on 710 ESPN. Believe it or not, I did pregame for the Kings 25 years ago. Damn, I'm old. Luke Robitaille, the rest of the Kings organization couldn't be more excited. Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go. Nothing like live hockey. Nothing like seeing it in person. Nothing like watching it on TV. Nothing like listening to it on the radio. And we've got them on ESPN LA. Go Kings, go.
We're so excited. The LA Kings have found a new home right here on 710 ESPN. Can't wait to see you on the ice.
I want to congratulate the LA Kings. You are now on the greatest sports radio station in America, 710. And guess what? Now I get to be one of the ice girls at a Kings game. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go.
Smile is in expert hands. They have 4 locations: Beverly Hills, Studio City, Alhambra, and downtown LA. So check them out today at BeverlyHillsOrtho.com or call 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. That's 877-753-8736, 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. Beverly Hills Orthodontics.
When you switch and save with Progressive, you could use that money towards golf lessons to become a scratch golfer. Progressive cannot guarantee that you will ever become a scratch golfer. Scratch golfers are really, really good. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds on average, and sure, you could put that money towards lessons, but if you can't hit the broadside of a barn and think you're going to become a scratch golfer, you're delusional. Sorry, just telling it like it is. Savings? Maybe. Scratch golfer? Don't hold your breath. Switch and see if you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance and Affiliates. Not available in all states. It's universally accepted that golf is hard. Progressive cannot guarantee improved performance on the course.
At GNC, we know motivation can come from anywhere. You could be at the gym, totally focused on yourself and your own goals. You refuse to be gym-intimidated. Maybe you're on a weight loss journey, a new path to change your life. Nothing's gonna stop you. Or maybe you're putting in overtime on those booty goals. No shame in getting those gains round back. You could just be out to prove that when it comes to pickleball, you are a pickle baller. No matter what motivates you, we have the fuel to keep you going. Fuel your fitness at GNC.
And it is
is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
Okay, I was hoping this would come up because Mychal knows a little something about this guy. Cooper Flagg is 17 years old and heading to Duke as the number 1 NBA prospect in the world. Because he's going to Duke, he's required to wear Nike shoes in all games and at all practices. But this week, New Balance signed Flagg to a big NIL deal. So he'll wear New Balance when he's not playing. Mychal, I'll start with you. Would you give an endorsement deal to a player who couldn't actually wear your shoes in practices and in games?
Yeah, because he's going to be the most watched collegiate player since Caitlin Clark. And so everything, he's going to have his Instagram and all his social media going. He'll be in everything New Balance, so they'll still get a lot of mileage out of him.
Even if he's not wearing them in the games?
In the game, because you'll see enough of him, New Balance stuff with him away from the games.
Mace, would you give a guy a shoe contract, if he couldn't wear your shoes in practices? Or basically can't wear your shoes to play basketball?
You know, I wonder if there's not a deal somewhere in place where he will continue with New Balance once he gets to the NBA. I think that's the idea. Right? In other words, here's some money now, and we're going to look for you to sign with us when you get to the NBA. To me, it's a good investment with Cooper Flagg.
Pepe, what do you think?
Well, my question is, how come Nike didn't offer him?
I think they did.
They probably did.
He got a better deal from New Balance.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All the shoe companies wanted this kid.
By the way, Cameron Brink's parents, both of them, work at Nike. And she signed with New Balance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
So I think New Balance
is putting more money.
New Balance is throwing around a bunch of money.
Yeah, he's the new it kid, so they're going to invest in him early.
Bergman, would you do it?
Yep, I think it's the right thing to do.
That's all you got?
Have you seen him play, Mace?
There's 4 people. We can't talk with 5 people.
Oh, God.
It's going to be one of those days.
What is this day?
Mace, have you ever seen him play? Cooper Flagg.
No, I have not seen him.
He's a combination of KG, Dirk, and who's that other guy? And KD. That kind of.
Oh, okay, wow.
He can play. Oh, my goodness.
Those
he's
are
special.
Great comparisons.
Everybody's going to be tanking for him next year.
Brian, what do you think? Would you give a guy a shoe contract who couldn't wear your shoes in games and in practices?
I would, to the point that you expect him to be great, but my whole thing is, man, New Balance is really coming up. They got Ohtani now, you said, and
they have Ohtani.
They're no longer like the dad shoe.
Yeah, they probably backed the wrong horse with Jamal Murray. They grabbed him right after he won the title. They have Tyrese Maxey.
They have Coco Gauff.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They've got Tyrese. They got Kawhi.
First athlete New Balance ever signed, James Worthy.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, in the early 80s.
Right, yeah.
So they probably are going to come with a lot of good-looking shoes because that's very important.
Yeah.
Because Nike has really good-looking shoes.
So if all the money was the same,
that's an interesting marketing thing, huh?
Say that.
It's an interesting marketing strategy. Develop good-looking shoes.
Oh, good-looking shoes. That's another.
Okay. Say whatever you want. Say whatever you want. Remember what I asked you when the Olympics and the track and field.
Yeah.
What was the question? Why the runners had orange shoes?
To stand out more.
I don't think so. I think it's for the other guys not to run into them.
Okay. All right. Well, the orange shoe debate
they were like
continue.
human traffic cones.
No way. You can make fun all you want, but
we
check. I know.
Pepe, you're not supposed to run into the other guy's lane in a sprint.
I know, but a lot of players don't. A lot.
You
of
really
runners
think
don't
somebody drives out of their lane in 100?
Check track and field and see
Should they put
players
hazard lights on the shoes?
They should.
Cones.
They beep if you get too close.
Okay.
Wait, I've never seen anybody swerve out of their lane in 100.
In a sprint, in a cross country race. Maybe.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Think whatever you want.
Okay.
I want somebody to tell me why they choose to wear orange
Okay,
shoes.
well, here's the thing. I
you.
own a pair of orange shoes that I've worn to work many times. I like them. They're bright orange.
That's because you bought them for the Mandy.
I did, but you know what? Now they're like good shoes.
I like orange shoes, too.
Yeah.
And I have a pair of orange
So
shoes.
if all the money was the same, which shoe company would you sign with?
Good question. It depends on how they're going to market you, of course.
What you wear, what you're comfortable in, how you want to be represented in the world. What would your choice be if everybody is offering you $1 million for a shoe deal? Who do you go with?
I would go with someone like what Clay did and be the face of that franchise or that shoe deal. He went with Anta, A-N-T-A. To go with Nike is just one of many. But if you go with New Balance or Reebok, then you're that guy or that girl.
Nobody's going to put your face in any commercial for a shoe.
As good as looking as I am?
Wait a minute. Pepe, you know Mychal was one of the original Air Force One guys, right?
I know.
How do you explain that, Pepe?
I know the story.
And then according to him, they backed the wrong Mychal.
Yeah.
They gave all the money to Michael Jordan.
They fired me to hire Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
of course.
According to Michael, the story is different.
What about you, John?
Decision.
All the money's the same. What shoe company to go with?
Hush Puppies.
Hush Puppies! Nice.
I'd be the face of Hush Puppies.
Are they still a thing? Are there still Hush
Good
Puppies?
question.
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know.
It's got to be.
Pepe, what do you pick?
I love Nike.
Do you love Nike?
with
You're
Nike.
just going to be like everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it doesn't make any difference.
You're just going to blend in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Nobody
I
will
like to
notice you,
blend
Pepe.
in.
You like to blend in. Okay, good. Brian, what about you?
I'm with Pepe. Nike, but more specifically the Jordan. But Jordan's, you
The
know,
Jordans, yeah,
with
you can't
Nike,
go
so
wrong.
1-1.
Yeah,
All right,
Bergman?
Yeah, same Nike. I'm all about the
See,
Nike.
I started. I bought
Jumpman.
those
I want
goofy
Jumpman.
orange shoes, Ireland.
Yeah.
that I
But
wore to
those
the
I like
Mandy
those
Awards.
shoes.
They're actually I like them.
Yeah.
But they fit so well that I've ordered 5 more pairs of those Adidas
Of those
shoes
exactly
in different colors. Yeah.
All right, so to answer your question, Hush Puppy shoes are available in 550 stores across 45 countries, as well as the brand's website, hushpuppies.com. They are known for its comfortable, colorful suede shoes and iconic Basset Hound mascot.
The old Basset Hound, yeah.
There
I
you
remember
go.
them well. So yesterday, the Rams made this move where they traded away Ernest Jones to Tennessee. And Ernest Jones had, and these are round numbers, actually he did have 4.5 sacks, and he did have 140-something tackles last year.
Led the team in tackles.
Yeah, so really good player. He started squawking about a new contract, and the Rams said, fine, go find a deal. They found a deal. Now they're without a linebacker. Now, here's Sean McVay yesterday. You don't normally hear him like this, but here's an annoyed Sean McVay.
When you say this is a football decision for the best of the team, that might sound funny given the way that Ernest has contributed, especially this past year. I'm wondering if you can elaborate at all, whether you mean long-term, short-term.
What I said. How do you take what I said? What do you think that means?
That it was best for the football team.
So that's what it means. It's best for the football.
But that could mean long-term.
Based
That could mean short-term. That could mean long-term. That could mean short-term. I'm just curious if you could elaborate.
Based for short and long-term.
Okay.
Here's
Jordan.
And he goes to Jordan Rodriguez. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Here's what I think happened. I think he pissed him off.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't want this guy anymore. They just don't want him around.
Yeah.
Mychal, I was trying to make the Jerry West argument yesterday that if you don't want to be here, we'll get rid of you.
Right.
Mason has always had the opposite tack. Like, you're under contract. Go pound sand.
No.
Oh, wait a
You
minute,
don't want to
Michael.
force somebody to work for you.
It's
Mace.
9 days before the start of the
So
season.
what?
The
And
Rams
he's your leading tackler.
and you've just
So
traded your leading tackler.
No. If you don't want to be here, if you don't want to be my partner, if you don't want to be in my relationship, business or professional, then if you tell me that, then I'll see what I can.
Oh, yeah. See, I want to win this year. I want to win, and that guy, he's going to be hungry because he's going to play for the contract that he really wants.
He's going to have a sour attitude and my
Yeah,
permanent pot poison in the locker room. No, I don't want that around.
I agree with that. Something like that happened. I remember, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, with Van Exel back in the...
Yeah. He, well, they were getting beat in a series, and they were in a huddle, and, you say 1, 2, 3 team or 1, 2, 3 family.
Right.
He went 1, 2, 3 Cancun.
that really happened?
And they traded him,
Was
yeah.
that legit?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Well,
can
I
read
gotta
about
say,
it. There's all these stories on the
highly
internet about it.
inappropriate, but really funny.
Yeah, it is.
Really funny.
No, but Ireland, I mean, Mason, you don't want to force anybody in your locker room if they don't want to be there.
Look, it's 9 days before the season. He's my leading tackler. I'm not trading him.
But if you don't want to be there, why do you have him there?
Look, here's the thing.
Well, you wouldn't be worried about him poisoning the rest of the team?
The guy wants to get paid. I think he'll play his ass off. The guy is playing for a contract. I think he's going to play really hard. It's a prove-it year.
Yeah.
That's my view. Now, the Rams are going to try to get by with Troy Reeder, Christian Roseboom in that spot, and hopefully that's effective. Both of those guys have been good, but they're not Ernest Jones, so I just think that's a mistake.
My question for you is that how much is that going to affect the Rams?
It's big. It's big. They've lost their leading tackler. It's just plain simple. Now, the guys they've got, Roseboom, Reeder, they got guys that can step in, but I don't know that they're going to be as effective as as Ernest Jones was.
In life, nobody is indispensable.
Tell him, Pepe.
In life, nobody's indispensable?
He sounds like Paul Brown. You will be tolerated until you can be replaced.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
That's right.
See? Wow.
Right. Write it down.
Here's the problem.
Did the 49ers
Wait a minute.
Here's the problem.
Pepe,
They have nobody to replace him with.
That's not true. How would the Lakers have replaced Kobe?
But if Kobe wanted to be traded,
he did demand a trade. Dr. Buss told him to go pound sand and said, keep him.
There is my evidence.
Yeah.
Go pound sand.
Jerry West was already gone.
Yep.
And they basically said...
No, Dr. Buss changed his mind. Talk to him heart to heart, remember?
Yeah. Well, Dr. Buss talked him out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Buss told him, no, what we're going to do, Kobe, is calm down. We're gonna fix this. And that's when they went out and got Gasol. See, Dr. Buss told him, just be patient.
Right, but Michael, to be fair, I'm arguing against my own position here, but had Dr. Buss done what you and I are saying, when Kobe said, I don't want to be here, get out of here, we would have traded him.
Remember, though, the word is Kobe was gone to Chicago. The only reason why it didn't work out is because Kobe insisted that Bulls didn't send, who was his name?
Luol Deng.
Luol Deng in trade. Otherwise, the deal was done.
Really?
And then we got Luol Deng.
We got Luol Deng.
We overpaid the crap out of him.
That's fantastic. I think we're still paying Luol Deng, aren't we? That was the year of Deng and Mozgov.
That's probably true.
The summer of Deng and Mozgov. Mitch Kupchak showed up at Mozgov's doorstep at midnight on July the 1st and made that offer.
Listen, if he did that to me, I'd be sending Mitch a case of Kamas every Christmas, baby. Thank you.
All right, coming up next for you, going to do some sports graffiti. All the guys are in the house today, so maybe you got something for Mychal or Pepe, or maybe you're in the parking lot at Dodger Stadium waiting for an Ohtani bobblehead listening on the app. By the way, if that is you, if you're listening on the app in the parking lot at Dodger Stadium waiting for that bobblehead, perfect time for you to call in, 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN. Sports Graffiti. Mychal Thompson's here. Pepe is here. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
There's nothing like NHL hockey, LA Kings hockey on 710 ESPN. Welcome to the family.
Brand new partnership. We're excited to have the Kings right here, the home of the Los Angeles Kings. And Trav, now I just need an invitation to go catch a game.
You have been giving you one forever.
Now you have to cross the street. Now it's across the street.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go.
The Kings are back on 710 ESPN. Believe it or not, I did pregame for the Kings 25 years ago. Damn, I'm old. Luke Robitaille, the rest of the Kings organization couldn't be more excited. Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go. Nothing like live hockey. Nothing like seeing it in person. Nothing like watching it on TV. Nothing like listening to it on the radio. And we've got them on ESPN LA. Go Kings, go.
We're so excited. The LA Kings have found a new home right here on 710 ESPN. Can't wait to see you on the ice.
I want to congratulate the LA Kings. You are now on the greatest sports radio station in America, 710. And guess what? Now I get to be one of the ice girls at a Kings game. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go.
That's why I trust Joe. No insurance company is ever on your side. Anything you say to them can and will be used against you. Joe and his team will treat you like family, get you the medical attention you need, and the max compensation you deserve.
Call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com.
The law office of Joseph S. Normand.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
All right, it is sports graffiti time. We start getting your calls in here. 30, 45 seconds.
You're going to regret this.
We may. Let's go to Billy. Billy, you're on sports graffiti. Go ahead, Billy.
Good afternoon. Hello. Hello. I just wanted to say real quick, Pepe, I got your back. I hate how like all these guys are making fun of you, especially Mychal. They need to ease up, man.
Yeah, ease up on Pepe.
Would never make fun of Pepe.
We do not make fun of Pepe.
I agree with Pepe. They should put cones on people's feet
right.
and have them light up and beep.
Right. And by the way, and if you swerve out of your lane in the 100.
And the Dodgers should try to finish in first place.
I agree with both those things.
It's okay. You know what? Have you fun. That's okay. Okay. I know that I'm smarter than the three of you together.
Correct. I don't disagree. Let's go to James. James, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, James.
Hey, great day, y'all. I know a couple of days ago you were talking about doing the Waymo with John and Mason.
Yes.
But you should also do one with Mychal and Pepe together.
Oh God!
All right, well, would either one, do you guys know what a Waymo is? W-A-Y-M-O.
No.
It's a driverless car, and they're now in Los Angeles. Would you take a driverless car home today, Pepe?
No.
If I paid for it,
no.
I'll pay for it.
Michael, would you?
Never. That's
I told Mason I'd go with him. It's going to be my last act on this planet.
Yeah. Next week. You're in town next week, right?
No.
No, okay.
Week after.
Week after, okay.
Just getting locked in a car in one of those the other day? I heard some
No, it went the wrong way. Somebody sent it to us,
and
that's what would happen to us. The Waymo will go the wrong way, and we'll perish in a fireball.
Would you guys?
Can I just say there were hundreds of accidents all over Arizona yesterday. There was one Waymo problem.
Yeah, that's the one I'd be in.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. Computers are way more accurate driving than people are.
So would you fly a plane without pilots?
Yes.
Don't they basically
for
do
all
that
intents
now?
and purposes, they are flying without pilots.
But the pilot's there in case something goes wrong.
Yeah. No, I would totally be comfortable with that.
Crazy.
No, a computer hard drive is more accurate than some lady texting on the 10.
Yeah, but you can
you always go to extremes.
No, I don't go to extremes.
Yes, you do
go
to extremes.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you think suggesting that people are texting while they're driving is an extreme? Because everybody seems to be doing it.
That is the extreme sample about that, but not everybody does that.
Not everybody. A lot of people do it. That's why there are billboards saying, stop texting.
Wait a second. But it's not the majority. Steve.
Is it the majority?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, Pepe.
Does it
if it's the
matter?
majority, if one person texts, they can cause a 10-car accident.
That sample as an extreme compared to whatever is the name of the car.
I
whatever,
think a computer
Webber
hard drive
whatever.
is better than some lady texting. That's a fact.
There you go to the extreme.
But no, statistically, Pepe, the Waymos are safer than drivered cars.
Okay,
statistically,
yes.
I agree with you. I don't think I'd be comfortable in one, but statistically, they're safer.
All right, let's go to Miss Molly. Miss Molly, you're on Sports Graffiti.
All
Go ahead, Molly.
Miss Molly.
Hi, May. So happy that you're back.
Thank you.
Very excited to have MC and Pepe on. I just want to know what's up with Berkey. Does he have his panties in a bunch? Did they run out of his favorite lingerie at Victoria's Secret or something?
Okay, so do you have your panties in a bunch, I believe is what.
So the only thing that I can think of that I was like upset about, I made a joke because Ireland doesn't like when there's too many people in the room. I said, no, there's too many people talking.
Everybody's pissed off at everybody, dude. Just behind. I'll let you behind.
We need a judge.
Let you behind the curtain.
We have
Everybody's
one
pissed off today.
in about 40 minutes.
I'm not.
You were just now?
No, you just were.
Yeah.
You just chastised us.
I said I'm going to extremes.
That is the way that I am. It doesn't mean that I'm pissed off.
I am what I am.
Yeah.
That's what
I am what I
Pepe
am.
said.
And you just called us dumb.
Yeah, you did call us.
Well,
dumb.
that's not wrong.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, he nailed
We are
that.
kinda dumb.
Nailed that.
Are you going
Let's go
to hate me because
Pepe,
I tell the
I
truth?
want to talk to Byron.
Talk to
Byron, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Byron.
That's funny.
First of all, I'd like to give congrats to Malika and Dave over the weekend.
Very nice. That's very nice.
Okay, number two. I think I have an idea on how to get more fans to the NBA, the WNBA. When women play baseball, they use a softball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, John.
Yeah.
When women play golf, isn't the tees for women about 25 to 30 yards closer to the tee?
That is true.
Okay. Why are the WNBA playing on a 10-foot hoop instead of a 9-foot?
Well, because every hoop in America is a 10-foot hoop.
Right.
If
And they are more than capable of playing with a 10-foot hoop.
If you put a 9-foot hoop in, every high school, every middle school, every park in the country would be too tall for the
just
girls.
for the women. You could lower it down to 9.6 or
No,
whatever.
but those
the
are
women
fixed
don't want it.
structures.
Why? They don't need it lowered.
They
They're
can come down.
They're
They'll
tremendous
stand-
players. They don't need
you're right. The women, the
hoop
women
lowered.
You're right, Steve. The women don't want the rim to be lower.
No.
To increase dunking.
Exactly. Let's go to Alex. Alex, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Alex.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. I just want to say real quick, shout out to MC. So I'm a 35-year-old Laker fan. MC, I never saw the Showtime play a second in my life. However, I want to give respect to you guys because I know the history, and those teams are established well in Laker history and well in NBA history.
Well, thank you,
my
sir.
question for you guys is, my top 3 Laker moments ranked 1 to 3. The Kobe to Shaq lob against Portland at number 1. At number 2, Big Shot Rob winning 3 against the teams. And then number 3 was Derek Fisher's 0.4 shot. It didn't amount to much, but those are my top 3 Laker memories. What do you guys think?
Well, how old are you?
He said 35.
Yeah, that day he revealed his age there. The biggest shot in Laker history was Magic Johnson's baby sky hook in the Boston Garden because it slayed the Celtics.
Yeah.
But all his moments are great.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
Let's go to, I haven't talked to her in a while. Portia, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Portia.
Can I just give a big shout out to Mychal Thompson for coming on my podcast last night? It was off the chain. And John Arlen, I can't wait for you to come back next.
Yeah, just let me know when.
Yeah. Hey, Portia, when are you going to have a Pepe on your podcast?
What about Pepe?
Pepe is invited. Anybody from ESPN LA is invited.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to
awesome.
get Pepe on there. Pepe
Awesome,
have fun.
Portia. You'd be
really
great
good.
on there. Portia's
Yeah.
great. Sure. Yeah.
Anytime.
Okay, let's get 2 more in here. Let's go to Mitch. Mitch, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Mitch.
How we doing, guys?
Good, man.
Show. Porsche, I would love to hear a horror podcast. These few things go to Mike there. I enjoy your shows back in the day.
Thanks.
I love when I see brothers, juniors, fathers, and sons, make sports. Would you say, out of all the siblings, maybe you and your son might have the most championship? And, too bad Golden State didn't win in 2020. You would have had your sons winning the championship the same year. I think it's never been done before. And one more thing, Clippers going to have a better year than the Lakers, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Michael, what about that? Do you think do you and Clay add up to more championships than any other father-son? I think that's probably true, right?
No, I don't think so. I think Kobe and Joe Bryant. Kobe has 5. Joe won 1, I think, with the Sixers. So
that's
they have
6. And
wait a
you
minute. So
you have
tied.
2.
You're tied with them.
You have
That's
2,
right.
and
6.
he has 4, right? So
yeah,
it's 6.
So 6. I think we are tied with the Bryants.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Check on your computer because you don't even know how to add.
No, because you got a point there, Pepe.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking maybe Joe had 2 with the Sixers, but I think we are tied with the
No,
Bryants.
I think
for
they
6.
only won 1. I think he was only on that 83 team. Yeah.
So
Okay,
we're tied with the Bryants.
Let's get one more in here. Let's go to Carlos. Carlos, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
How you guys doing? I just watched the Pete Rose documentary.
Yeah.
And 81 years old and still wants to blame everyone else for what happened.
Yep.
I think he's a great baseball player. But I just want to ask you guys, do you think he should get in or wait till he passes away and then he gets in?
Right. It's a good question. I think he should be in. I understand the gamble. Based on his work as a player, the Hall of Fame is incomplete without him in it.
And here's what I don't get. Pete Rose as a player didn't do anything
Did not
wrong.
do anything, yeah.
He started gambling when he was a manager. Why can't we put him in as a player?
Right.
And just, you can punish him for being a manager, right?
Here's what I would say. Put him on the ballot.
let people
see how people
Yeah.
vote, right?
I'm with you.
Some guys may be like the steroid thing where Barry Bonds isn't going to get in because the writers don't maybe the writers will say, no, Pete Rose gambled, I don't want to vote for him. But
Barry's on the ballot, right?
He is on the ballot.
Yeah.
I think he's down to like 30% or something.
Yeah.
He's fallen every year.
Did you guys watch the documentary,
No.
the Pete Rose documentary?
Did you?
Okay, yes, I did. It was it actually made me not want him on the ballot anymore.
Really?
Because he came off as a jerk?
He came off terribly, but also the fact was when he was still playing, he had an affair with like a 12 or 14-year-old, and he admitted to it. So that at that point, I was out. That's enough.
Good
That's
God.
enough.
But wait, but Greg, again, what does that have to do with him as a baseball player? I mean, Ty Cobb supposedly killed a guy, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
Allegedly.
And was a avowed racist.
Yeah, he actually said that he went to court. He went in. It was just awful. And no, I'm totally out on all things Pete Rose.
Well, what's interesting, where Greg took us there, this is why Curt Schilling's not in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Based on Curt Schilling's on-field exploits,
Should be in the
he's
Hall
a
of Fame.
lock, but he was kind of a whack job off the field, and so he's not getting in.
But if I had a vote, I would vote for Curt Schilling.
I'd vote for Rose, too.
I would vote for Rose also. I would not vote for Bonds.
Bergman, when you go back to pre-Jackie Robinson and vote out all the racists?
No, if we could, we would. Absolutely.
There would be so many people.
It's the whole thing. There'd be no. First of all, the Hall of Fame is a joke as it is already. Like that's just. It's not even a real thing anymore.
Well, have you ever been there? It's really cool.
I have been there. Cooperstown was amazing.
It's cool.
So why do you think it's a joke?
Because Scott Rowland's in it.
Oh, it's the Scott Rowland.
Yeah, like
that
no
broke
longer. And no
that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Was Scott Rowland?
The fact that Barry Bonds is not in is a joke.
I would not vote for Barry Bonds.
Why?
Well, Frank Robinson told me once that he would never vote for Barry Bonds.
To me, steroids are zero.
Yeah, Greg, so would you let Ben Johnson keep his gold medal in the 88 Olympics?
Even though he tested positive.
He tested positive. That's the IOC has a whole different.
Well, that's the same thing.
Right, but it's the same thing.
Cheating has been going on in baseball like forever.
And track and field, by the way.
Forever.
Yeah.
But I will vote for Pete Rose and some. I agree with you. Some of the ones that are in the Hall of Fame shouldn't be there.
Right. You know what's weird? How many home runs did Babe Ruth hit?
714.
How many Henry Aaron hit?
756.
755. How many Bonds finished with?
No clue.
I don't know either.
Oh, 60. In his career, wasn't it like 700 something?
Well, no, it was more than Aaron. I have no idea how many home runs Bonds hit.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think it is.
Yeah,
but I mean, we all knew 755.
762.
So, yeah, Mychal was even off by a number. I mean, Bonds, people just don't recognize it.
No,
it's
not at
weird.
all.
Bonds is a jerk, and obviously
right. So it didn't have. So it's the same thing.
He had a Hall of Fame career before he started taking the steroids.
But isn't that the argument for Rose too? He had a Hall of Fame career before he started gambling
on the field. Yeah, I'm not arguing about the gambling thing. The things that he did off the field while he was still playing were just horrendous. And who's to say that he wasn't cheating while he was playing too? Just because he doesn't, he's a compulsive liar.
No, that's true.
So you don't know just because he says.
But we can't say that based on what he might have done or could have done or allegedly done or guessed at what he done.
He admitted to having an affair with a 14-year-old.
No, I mean
it was supposed to be younger.
Heinous. That's heinous.
It's heinous. That's at that point I'm just
wait
done.
a minute. There's no statute of limitation for statutory rape. How's it going to be? It's in prison.
No, I think.
Well, maybe they have no evidence.
No, he did go to court
on that.
On that, Bergman, is what you said.
It's all came out in the documentary.
Okay. Yeah, I never knew that story.
Me either. I never heard that.
But it's awful.
But I don't
think I have to check that documentary because I didn't know it.
Yeah. All right, coming up next for you. Will Aaron Judge hit more than 63 home runs, and will Shohei Ohtani become the first member of the 50-50 club? I have got actual Vegas odds coming up next. In the meantime, the Trojans kick off the season on Sunday in Vegas against LSU. Coverage starts at 2:30 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. It is presented by Invesco QQQ. Invesco QQQ is the official ETF partner of the USC Trojans. The future isn't scary. Not realizing its potential, however, could be. Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
A black and gold.
Really excited to see the new schools come into play at the Coliseum. Obviously, you're going to have Notre Dame to finish the season. That's always a special game. But seeing Nebraska showing up, Penn State showing up. LSU at the Collie, that's what I'm really looking forward to.
I think both programs, the men's football program and the men's basketball program, are moving in the right direction. And the women's basketball program at USC is going to be ranked top 5 next year. So it's a great time for the USC Trojans to be back on ESPN LA.
I'm really curious to see, what does USC football look like without Caleb Williams? What are the adjustments that Lincoln Riley makes? And what is the defense going to look like in the non-Alex Grinch era?
New conference, new quarterback, just really fired up on the football side. New head coach for basketball, so almost like a really new team, which is going to be awesome. And then returning to prominence for USC women's basketball, to be back to where USC women's basketball is. I'm super excited to see Juju in her second year, but just the rest of the players continue to grow under Coach Gottlieb.
This beautiful thing has been up since the first time SC was here. But guess what? USC is back! And once again, this means something for us. Pumped for this season. USC Athletics back on 710 ESPN.
Homeowners, property managers, and even realtors to inspect pressurized water systems to make sure they're intact and functioning with no leaks. Call Omer at the Waterboy Leak Detection today. 818-518-5055. Visit thewaterboyinc.com. That's the Waterboy Leak Detection at 818-518-5055. Talk to Omer. He's going to take good care of you at the Waterboy. Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title? No problem. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go online at carsforkids.org to donate today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
The Los Angeles Rams are hosting a watch party as they kick off their season against the Detroit Lions on Sunday, September 8th. Join fellow members of the Ramley at the iconic Hollywood Forever Cemetery to cheer on your Rams with the rematch of last season's wild card thriller. Enjoy this one-of-a-kind viewing experience and start the season off right. General admission tickets are on sale now for $16 by visiting therams.com/watch party. That's therams.com/watch party to purchase your tickets to cheer on your Rams at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery kickoff watch party on Sunday, September 8th.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
Michael's trying to explain something.
Who is it?
Brian. Benson Boone, I think. That's how you say it. Yeah.
It's a good record.
It's on the top billboard still.
Is it?
Yeah.
There you go. We're playing the hits. Michael Thompson is here. Pepe Mantilla is here. So here's the problem. Next Friday, we're doing the golf tournament.
Right.
Our SoCal ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda, with proceeds benefiting the V Foundation for Cancer Research. And the event is sold out. Special thanks to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Visit Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs. That was so seamless here. So I'm supposed to be doing, Cappy challenged me to do 40 push-ups.
Okay.
Next Friday at the golf tournament.
I thought you were in summer shred that 40 push-ups would be no problem.
You know, because I've got this hip flexor thing.
Okay.
By the way,
there comes the excuse.
DeMarco was excellent. He helped me stretch out yesterday.
Yeah.
But I did a 6-minute plank yesterday.
Okay.
That is my record, 6 minutes.
Yeah, so you're feeling good about the push-ups?
I feel good about the plank. I don't feel as good about the push-ups.
No way. You got no shot.
Oh, stop.
No, I'll bet on you.
Stop. You should bet on me. You should bet on me.
You're going to get to 20 and your arm's going to turn to jelly.
No, I've done as many as 26 so far.
How old were you?
How old was I?
Recently.
I was last week. I was 59.
Very good question, Michael.
Yeah,
Very good question.
Yeah, I was the same age last week as I am now.
26 to 14 away from 50.
But 40. A 6-minute plank. Could you do a 6-minute plank?
No.
No. Could Michael?
Oh, yeah.
6 minute. You could do a 6-minute plank. Oh yeah.
What do you mean, Arlen? Yes.
No,
you could do a 6-minute plank.
Do it.
Why, Pepe?
Michael,
He did it. You did it, right?
Yeah, I did it yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm an athlete.
Oh, you could do a 6-minute plank?
Look at what's Arlen putting out money here.
No,
yeah.
And you
right now, if you do it.
This floor is dirty. I'm not getting on this floor.
He's looking for a way out.
In your dreams, Michael.
Yeah.
You
in your dreams.
Way.
You could not do a 6-minute
Yes,
plank. If we gave you a
no
completely
sanitized floor.
sanitized,
clean
exactly,
Yeah.
you would not be able to
You
do a
won.
6-minute
You
plank.
won.
Why you won't think so, Pepe?
Because you can't.
I don't even know if I can do 3.
Bergman, you planked for.
I did 3 minutes.
He did 3 minutes. Yeah,
I did 3 minutes. You did 5 minutes.
Yeah, I did 5 minutes the last time we did it.
Yep.
But I don't know push-ups if I'm going to make it or not.
I think you're going to.
Now, how these push-ups count? You got to go all the way down, right?
No, you just put your hands
just-
and that's a push.
No, but some people
What
go
kind
like
of
halfway
I'm
down.
not going
Pepe.
to the ground. No, I'm not going to the
You
ground.
go like halfway?
Yeah, halfway.
Oh, jeez, that's not a real push-up.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
It's a real push-up. Is it a real push-up if you
No.
go halfway?
No.
All right,
absolutely
Michael, is
not.
this a
You go
real
all the way
push-up?
down.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go
Ireland
ahead,
demonstrate.
Ireland. Let me see.
On this dirty floor.
Ireland is doing.
Yes, that's a real push-up.
I didn't hit the floor.
Yeah, but you're going like a couple inches from the floor.
Right.
Not 6 inches. Mace, let's see.
Watch this. Can you see me?
That looks good.
That's acceptable, Mace.
Yeah.
Was that acceptable?
Yeah.
Michael probably
it's a
does
normal
that with
push-up.
his
Yeah.
knees on the ground.
So, anyways, that's going on next week.
All right.
I'll try. I'll give him my
40, huh?
best shot. 40. Yes. So, everybody's following a couple of stories in baseball, a couple of storylines in baseball. One of them is Aaron Judge.
Oh, yeah.
And he is just unconscious at the plate right now.
On pace for what?
He
How
is
many?
on pace for 63. Now,
Makes you think if he wouldn't have hit that bullpen gate last year, he might have, when he hit 62 was 2022.
Right.
And last year he hit the bullpen gate at Dodger Stadium and missed a bunch of games.
right.
Had he not hit that gate, you got to wonder how he would have done last year.
So in Vegas, they've got odds on whether or not he's going to make it to 63. Do you think the odds are yes or no?
I think it's no.
The odds are yes.
Really?
Minus 120.
I got to think he's going to.
Plus 120 is the no.
How many games are left? Roughly.
30-something. 30, low 30s. 31, something like
high
that.
20s, something around
Yeah.
To
How
hit.
about the 50-50?
50-50. What are the odds that Shohei goes 50-50?
What's Show at now? 41 home runs?
I would think that those are a yes. The 50 home runs is the problem. 50 steals is going to happen.
The swing is the no. Minus 400.
Greg, what's he
Really?
at now?
41-40. 41 home runs. 40
He's got a
stolen
month?
bases.
And he's got 30 or so games left.
I think that he can get the 50.
The yes is plus 250 and the no is minus 400. So that means there's an the probability odds of 50-50 is 28.6% chance that he does it.
I like what but Mickey Mantle said about the 40-40 thing when Jose Canseco did it.
Yep.
Mickey Mantle said, if I knew this was such a big deal, I'd have done it many times.
Right. No, it is a fair point.
Yeah.
It is. Guys would have been pushing for this a long
Right.
time ago if they
Yeah.
knew it was going to turn into 40-40 a thing.
Exactly.
Now, 50-50 would be extraordinary.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
That's insane. And
Nobody's
I hope
ever
he
done
does
it. Nobody's even gone 45-45,
No.
right?
No.
And only 6 people have gone 40-40, where he already is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
So hopefully he gets on a run here because I think
Ricky
that's.
Henderson stole 130-something bases. How many home runs did he hit that year? Did he hit like 30 home runs?
He normally did. Yeah, he normally hit between.
To me, that would be way more impressive than the 50-50, what Ricky Henderson did.
So what's more impressive? If Shohei goes 50-50 or Aaron Judge has 63 and also leads the league in every major
So in other words,
category.
he wins the Triple Crown?
The Triple Crown for the entire
the Triple Crown's
all
well, not only that, at least this year
on pace too.
At least this year, Judge is playing both ways, and Shohei isn't.
Right.
Judge won a game with his defense the other day.
Oh, yeah, I saw him hit the wall.
So, but of those two stats.
So I think Judge has been a little better.
Yeah, the Triple Crown, because you do it in
But
all
wait,
facets.
Greg, ask me that again next year when Shohei's pitching.
Yes.
Yeah, then I think
if
I think it tips
he
towards
pitched
Shohei.
And he had like a 2.5 ERA.
Yeah, I
Would
wonder.
it still be?
Is there competition for either one of them not to win the MVP, or could they both get all the votes?
No competition.
I don't think there's any
could they both
competition.
be unanimous?
Yes, they should be.
Yeah.
They should be.
Yeah,
No question.
Wouldn't you say?
Make a case for someone else. I can't think anybody.
Nobody else.
That's why.
No,
That's why.
I mean, I
he's
guess some
unanimous.
people. I'm guessing Judge will be unanimous, and some people hold it against Shohei that he doesn't have a mate.
Whew, Judge is crazy favorite.
Yeah,
minus 300.
But don't you think some of those baseball purists would say all Shohei does is bat 4 times a game? You can't give him the MVP.
Yeah.
But he's still the best player.
Shohei's minus 1,400, and Frankie Lindor is plus 550.
And he's having a big year.
He is having a big year.
And he plays short.
Yeah, he does. All right, so there you have that. Coming up next for you, I want to do this thing. You sent this, John. Our friend Mychal Smallman from Unsportsmanlike, which runs here every day on 710 ESPN, she broke up with the Rams a while back.
Right.
And she says...
This year she picked a new... Greg, do you know who she picked?
I don't know who she picked.
Okay, she's going to be coming on this year, right?
Yeah,
next week.
Oh, starts next week?
So
Okay.
she's explained exactly why she broke up and wonders why more people don't break up with their teams. That's coming up next for you. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about my personal friend, Jacob Barani. He was just here yesterday. And I can tell you for a fact that when I was in an accident, he was the first person I called. Now, here's the thing about Jacob. You call Jacob, he will talk to the insurance company for you. He is going to handle the rental car and getting your car fixed and getting you to a doctor and a specialist if that's what you need. And it's all going to happen fast. Here's the thing. If you're in an accident, you don't want to deal with this by yourself. It is really hard. It is really complicated, and you don't want to screw it up because you're not going to get the compensation that you deserve. Jacob is going to do that. When you call an attorney, you want one who is respected. Call Jacob. He is the real deal. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember...
Injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. Make sure you're following Call Jacob on Instagram. Go to @call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. And when you call Jacob, make sure you tell him Mason and Shadano from 710 sent you. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Really excited to see the new schools come into play at the Coliseum. Obviously, you're going to have Notre Dame to finish the season. That's always a special game. But seeing Nebraska showing up, Penn State showing up, LSU at the Collie, that's what I'm really looking forward to.
I think both programs, the men's football program and the men's basketball program, are moving in the right direction. And the women's basketball program at USC is going to be ranked top 5 next year. So it's a great time for the USC Trojans to be back on ESPN LA.
I'm really curious to see, what does USC football look like without Caleb Williams? What are the adjustments that Lincoln Riley makes? And what is the defense going to look like in the non-Alex Grinch era?
New conference, new quarterback, just really fired up on the football side. New head coach for basketball, so almost like a really new team, which is going to be awesome. And then returning to prominence for USC women's basketball, to be back to where USC women's basketball is. I'm super excited to see Juju in her second year, but just the rest of the players continue to grow under Coach Godley.
This beautiful thing has been up since the first time SC was here. But guess what? USC is back! And once again, this means something for us. Pumped for this season. USC Athletics back on 710 ESPN.
.com.
This is such a significant move.
Accepted. USC being a massive national brand.
Big moments.
USC wins it.
Big stars.
Juju Watkins. Get out of town. Juju Watkins.
Big stage.
Zachariah Branch. How do you do?
Welcome, Trojans, to the Big Ten. Get your tickets at usctrojans.com/tickets and follow the Trojans on ESPN LA all year long.
The Black and Gold are coming off a heartbreaking final in Columbus as the League's Cup crowned a new champ.
It's 3-1 Columbus Crew, and they're going to win the League's Cup.
LAFC have turned the page because tonight it's a chance to make it to another final as LAFC and Seattle battle it out in the U.S. Open Cup semifinal.
Knocked out and in! It's Olivier!
Will we see more magic from Olivier? Pre-game begins tonight at 7 p.m. after Sedano and Cap.
Madame Giselle senses something big coming. Is it a career change? Everything looks wet. I'm gonna be a swim teacher. There's a roof. A swim teacher who also does roofing. No, the roof of your RV has a leak and it's ruining the furniture. Oh, that's okay. I'm covered by Progressive. But maybe I'm a swim teaching roofer who makes furniture.
Customize your coverage with Progressive's Roof Protection Plus and be prepared for the unexpected. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Roof Protection Plus available for RVs less than 6 years old. $250 deductible applies to any claim.
Summer may be slowing down, but the deals at Vivid Seats haven't. Whether it's scoring MLB tickets for a night at the ballpark or locking down the biggest matchups for the upcoming football season, Vivid Seats has you covered. With the only rewards program in the game, plus an amazing selection of tickets, Vivid Seats has something for every fan. Catch the deals you want for the games you crave, all backed by a 100% buyer guarantee. Just visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
And it is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwiched between Travis and Sliwa and Sedano and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
What's up, people? We got Pepe here. We got Mychal Thompson here. And we've got a critical legal situation coming up. We'll set that up for you here in a minute. In the meantime, you found this, John. Mychal Smallman today on Unsportsmanlike, which
wasn't
is on
today, but it was
here.
this week.
This week.
Yeah.
And Mychal Smallman grew up a Rams fan, and she's from St. Louis. And she broke up with the Rams when they left.
And so she had a caller to her radio show this week who said, why are you bringing up with the Rams? It's not like the Rams still exist. It's not like what happened with the Browns.
Where they disappeared.
When they just eviscerated the team.
Yep.
And I thought Mychal gave a really, we like the Rams. We're the Rams station.
Yes.
But I thought Mychal gave a really honest answer. Here's the call.
You don't want to go back to your ex that did you dirty. You got to turn the page. You've got to develop a new relationship and find love again.
But your organization's still there. They didn't turn you into the Baltimore Ravens like they did the Cleveland Browns.
They are as dead to me as anything could be. Lifetime ban, Gus.
Okay.
Lifetime ban.
So, if your team leaves town, like this happened to me.
This happened to me.
I was a Rams fan growing up.
Yep.
They left, and I started rooting for the Raiders.
Yeah.
When they went to St. Louis. I think Mychal in this situation is right.
Right. Well, I will tell you this. So I grew up a Rams fan, moved out here. 2 years later, they left town, and I hated the Rams.
Right.
And I adopted.
And when they came back, you readopted
And then
them.
when they came back, and I don't actually count any of the St. Louis. Like I don't
count the Marshall Faulk years?
I don't count Marshall Faulk. I don't
the Kurt Warner years.
To me, they've won one Super Bowl, not two, because one of them was in St. Louis. But I do understand why you would bail on your team if they bail on your town.
Well, why would you want them if they don't want you?
The same thing happened to me. I had season tickets for the Rams when they were here. When they left, I hated the Rams. They came back, and then...
You're back.
I'm back.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's take another crack at setting up this legal situation.
Okay, Greg, you want to jump in here with John?
I will give my side, and then Greg can give his side.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I'm
happy to if you'd like.
Yes.
All right. So, Mychal and Pepe, here's what's going to happen.
Oh, boy.
You're going to be the jury?
No, we have a judge.
We have a judge.
We have agreed to abide by the judge's ruling. I just want to know how you guys would rule before the judge rules. So yesterday on Game of Games, Greg was the host. He had a game which was basically Ram or not a Ram.
Yeah.
Is this person, he gave us a name, is this person on the Rams or is he not on the Rams? So one of the names that he had was a guy that had been, his name was A.J. Akuri, okay?
Backup left tackle.
Laura and I said, not a Ram. Mace, Brian, and Jacob said Ram. A.J. Akuri falls into a gray area. When Greg wrote the game on Monday, A.J. Akuri was on the Rams. He got cut Tuesday morning and did not get put on the practice squad and did not get picked up by another team. So he was out of work. So Laura and I maintain that the correct answer is not a Ram, because at the time we played the game, he was not on the Rams. Greg says, no. The spirit in which it was intended was, when I wrote the game, he was on the Rams, so the correct answer is he's a Ram. Greg, do you want to add anything to that?
No, you actually said it completely right that time.
Okay, so glad we got past that. Pepe, how would you rule?
I think that Greg is right because when he did the game, he was a Ram.
Yes.
But when I played the game, when I answered the question, he was not a Ram.
Yeah, but I just gave you my answer.
Okay,
you
Michael, what do you
change
think?
my answer?
Ireland is 100% right. He was not a Ram at the time of the game.
I think a legal person, and that's why we need the judge, a legal person would say, by the letter of the law, I am right.
Yeah.
By the spirit of the law, Greg is right.
Yeah, that's correct.
So, but we're both agreeing that whatever this judge says, we're going with,
Yes,
right?
we will agree to no matter what. However, I never said current Ram. So it wasn't on the Rams is not current Rams. It could have been
yes,
a Ram.
it is.
On the Rams.
How is on the Rams
because,
not?
like, Jack Youngblood is still a Ram.
But you couldn't say he's on the Rams.
No,
but every player
on
your list was a current Ram, except this guy.
So it doesn't. But also, you did not choose that answer of not a Ram based on, you thought he was in a completely different. That's also the other part. I said, is he a Ram or in something completely different?
Yeah, or in another industry.
In
and
another
I would argue,
different industry.
as of yesterday morning, A.J. Akuri needs to find another industry.
He's
By the
still
way,
a football player.
You know what
though.
I keep looking for? I keep searching A.J. Akuri, hoping that he winds up on the Rams practice squad. So that completely adds another wrinkle to the thing. Yeah,
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we said what we do is we need a judge. So first person we thought of, we thought Judge Judy. She's too hard to get to. But Judge Judy created this show that's on Channel 2 every day at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
It starts in 23 minutes. Matter of fact, I will put on Channel 2 so we can watch when it comes on. It's called Hot Bench. It's 3 judges. And if you, like Pepe, if you and I have a dispute of any kind, we agree to go on Hot Bench. And the only condition is I can state my case, you can state your case. The only thing we have to agree on is we will abide by the judge's ruling. Okay? So Rachel Suarez, who's one of these 3 judges on the hot bench that's coming up here at 3 o'clock on Channel 2, is going to rule either in my favor or in Greg's favor. And what's interesting is Pepe and Mychal are now divided.
Right. Pepe's one way, Michael's the other. I am with Pepe. You are with Mychal. Bergman, you are with
my game and how it was written.
Right.
Yeah.
Brian, who are you with?
Brian guessed.
Brian's occupied, yeah.
No, but Brian guessed Ram.
Oh, right. So
he's with you.
Yeah, he's with me.
All right. So coming up next, Rachel Suarez from the hot bench will hear our arguments. We send her the clip of the show.
Yep.
And she will rule. And if she
and
rules,
we will live by it, right?
Yeah. If she rules in my favor, I take the lead. If she doesn't rule, Laura has the lead.
Right. I lose. I won yesterday. I won the game.
But you would lose because you and I finished tied and went into the tiebreaker. Had I been awarded that, I would have beat you straight up.
It's true.
That is true. We would not have gone to the tiebreaker.
Oh, come on, Rachel.
I didn't understand why this is the case. The guy was not a Ram at the time of the play.
Well, that's my argument, but I understand Greg's the spirit of, and I also understand that. I understand both of your arguments. I just think they're wrong.
Okay.
But I understand
Let's see what Rachel says.
Yeah.
Spirit doesn't overcome
judge.
facts.
We call her Judge.
Judge Rachel.
We will go to the judge.
We will call her Your Honor.
Your Honor.
The Honorable Rachel Suarez will join us next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right. Time to tell you about Beverly Hills Orthodontics. Your smile is one of the most important features you got. Monica Madden at Beverly Hills Orthodontics, besides having a great smile herself, can get your smile exactly where you want it to be. She loves supporting athletes. She loves supporting listeners. Whether you're on the field, the court, the track, Monica and her team will ensure you get the best orthodontic care to keep your smile strong and healthy through every practice and every game. Check them out at Beverly Hills Ortho or call this number, 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. With 4 locations, your orthodontic treatment is convenient no matter where you are. 877-LET'S-DO-THIS. That's 877-753-8736. Beverly Hills Orthodontics.
It's football season.
There's nothing like NHL hockey, LA Kings hockey on 710 ESPN. Welcome to the family.
Brand new partnership. We're excited to have the Kings right here, the home of the Los Angeles Kings. And Trav, now I just need an invitation to go catch a game.
You have been giving you one forever. Now you have to
cross the street. Now it's across the street.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go.
The Kings are back on 710 ESPN. Believe it or not, I did pregame for the Kings 25 years ago. Damn, I'm old. Luke Robitaille, the rest of the Kings organization couldn't be more excited. Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go. Nothing like live hockey. Nothing like seeing it in person. Nothing like watching it on TV. Nothing like listening to it on the radio. And we've got them on ESPN LA. Go Kings, go.
We're so excited. The LA Kings have found a new home right here on 710 ESPN. Can't wait to see you on the ice.
I want to congratulate the LA Kings. You are now on the greatest sports radio station in America, 710. And guess what? Now I get to be one of the ice girls at a Kings game. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go.
To schedule online today.
NEXGEN, call 833-3NEXTGEN.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, what up? It's Matt Barnes here. If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law.
For me, it's about getting the top result and the top value for your claim. Even if you didn't have insurance during the accident, Uncle Artie will still help you. I'm sure a lot of you out there got turned back from attorneys when you said, I don't have insurance. Well, guess what? Uncle Artie can still help you. It does not matter. Give us a call. You have nothing to lose. We take the case on a contingency. You don't pay up front.
Uncle Artie's not just my friend, but he's your uncle in the business. Artie Pernia is a seasoned personal injury attorney who works with you so you receive the best possible compensation for your case. Let Uncle Artie and the Pernia Law family provide peace of mind so you can focus on your recovery.
Trust us, trust Uncle.
When you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law, 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined now by the Honorable Rachel Suarez. Your Honor, thank you for coming on. How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you guys?
We're great, Your Honor. And Rachel Suarez is one of the judges on Hot Bench. You can watch Hot Bench every day on KCBS Channel 2 at 3 o'clock. And, Rachel, we really appreciate you doing this.
No problem. You guys needed help with this deal.
Okay, so I sent you a synopsis of the case that I copied everybody on. And do you have any questions, or do you want to hear the clip? Did you listen to it, or have you not heard it yet?
I have heard the clip.
Okay. So what questions do you have? I'll represent one side because I'm on one side and Greg is on the other side. Do you have any questions, Your Honor?
I do, and it is about the definition of waiving a player.
Okay.
Because it seemed to me that when I went online and went on the NFL website, that when you waive a player for 24 hours, their contract is not yet terminated.
Oh, that's huge.
I did not know that.
Your Honor.
You're right.
I did not know that.
Oh,
So, Rachel, is your point that if he was cut yesterday morning, that it wasn't until this morning that he would actually be out of the league?
He was not a Ram.
Oh,
Yes.
I can't believe I didn't think of this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
For clearing this.
Yes, Rachel.
Yeah, that's my question. I mean, I don't know for sure that that's accurate, but that's what it seems like.
Okay.
Yes.
We will get an answer to that and find out. Now, are you suggesting, Your Honor, that if that is not the case, that if you are cut and you're immediately off the roster, that he was not a Ram?
Then I think we have a closer call.
Okay, but how would you rule?
Because
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, let's assume, for the sake of discussion, that when they cut him, he was no longer on the team. That now, how would you rule in that case?
So he's been terminated from the team, and there's no argument left that he's a Ram.
Correct.
That's the other side,
That's
right?
the other side. But would you rule then not a Ram, or would there be other questions or other extenuating circumstances?
You know, I kind of think the way that the game was presented, the idea was, is this a person on the Rams or in another entire industry?
Okay.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
And for each of the other folks that was not a Ram, you presented another, explanation of who this individual was.
Yes.
So I really think if it comes to is he a Ram or not in those circumstances, I think probably still he is a Ram.
Hey, you said
This is
you
a-
agree.
Yeah, I will. No,
the judge
Your
says.
Honor, I will abide by your ruling.
Your Honor, do you have a gavel you can hit the phone with or something?
No, that doesn't make sense.
I'm banging it right now.
Excellent.
That doesn't make sense, Judge. When he left that office, when they told him he put on waivers, he didn't consider himself a Ram. He considered himself a free agent, unemployed,
But he
and
was
looking
still
for
in
a
a
job.
contract.
But Rachel has to go by the letter of the law.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't
he still
argue,
had a
Michael.
contract.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we will. So even if I could determine, Your Honor, that when he was terminated, when he went into that office and they said we're going to let you go, you would still rule in favor of Greg that he, in the spirit of the game, he was a Ram.
yes.
Oh,
I think
all
so.
right. No player thinks
Thank
that
you.
way.
Your
Thank you,
Honor,
Your Honor. Thank you.
this is a real judge from the hot bench.
Michael,
I
how
mean, you
dare
cannot
you
dispute.
mock
Do not
Judge
challenge.
Suarez.
Don't argue, Michael.
Well,
Don't
hey,
argue.
Judge
Show
Suarez,
respect.
Rachel, can you hold Michael in contempt
contempt.
and level some type of punishment? Can he do jail time or get fined or something?
I'm speaking from the player, the employee who just got cut. You're not a member of the team anymore.
You weren't even here, Michael.
But I've been cut before.
Let the judge talk. Rachel, what say you to that?
Our bailiff Sonia will come and take you away if you
Excellent.
do not abide by the court's ruling, and she's tough. Let me tell
wait a
you.
minute. Can I object?
You can object all you want.
Where is this court in North Korea?
Don't raise your voice, Michael.
Now, Rachel, while we've got you, Hot Bench is coming up at 3 o'clock. Is this show? I guess my question is it fun for you three judges, or do you try and keep it serious and not make fun of it? You know, like, how serious do you take this?
That's a great question. We have so much fun doing it, the three of us. But we do take it seriously because these are people that are coming in with real cases that have been filed in courts across the country, and our decision is binding.
It is.
And for a lot of these folks, yes,
okay,
it's binding. And for a lot of these folks, this is a huge thing that they're there for. It's a lot of money. It's a huge thing in their life. It's their livelihood. It's their home. So we do love what we do, but we take it very seriously.
So, Your Honor, when you are trying a case on Hot Bench, does every judge get a vote? Is that how that works, or is it usually unanimous?
It's usually unanimous. I'd say more often than not. But if not, yes, every judge gets a vote and majority rules.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
interesting.
It is very nice of you to agree to come on here, even though I lost.
Yeah,
and I do think you should send Sonia over here to haul Mychal away in handcuffs for being disruptive in court.
Please.
I can honestly say you are my all-time favorite judge, Your Honor.
I thought I was Judge
Probably a
Ito.
low bar, but I appreciate it.
Well, Rachel, you're a good sport for doing this. Continued success on Hot Bench. I hope you stand there as long as you want to. And thanks for playing along with our dumb game.
Oh, no, anytime, guys. Thank you.
Thank you,
have a
Your
great
Honor.
day.
Thank you, Your
So
Honor.
she has ruled.
You know, by the way, she shut me down pretty quick if that first thing she said, Greg, is true. Do you know if that's true?
I was trying to
send a note to Artis and ask him if just
He's
by
not going to answer that. So
Yeah, that's probably not.
Les
an
will.
No, somebody like
I can find somebody. I'll get it answered.
Schefter. Get me Schefter.
But in baseball, Schefter. Let's get Schefter. In baseball, the waiver rule is yes. There's a 24-hour period when you are waived that you can either find a trade, DFA them, but that's what happens in baseball. There's three options. I think it's the same in the NFL.
Who do we know over there that would know this? We got to know somebody who would know this. Well, it doesn't matter because she said even if I figured if we got that answer, she would still rule against me.
Yes.
It's done.
It's done.
Yeah,
It's done.
I seriously, you guys,
He can appeal.
I gotta be honest. I seriously thought I had you guys.
I know.
I
walked in
thought-
and told Greg, I said, he's right.
Because of what you said, Mychal, I thought that it seems pretty clear cut.
Yep.
When we played the game, he was not a Ram.
Right.
But if she figured this out that he stays technically under like
For
when
24 hours.
When Mason and I get fired or leave, we often have a thing called a non-compete. We're
Yes.
still parts of our contract are still binding.
Right.
Like Mason and I couldn't leave here today and start tomorrow at KLAC. We're
Because you're
prohibited.
still under contract.
Right.
But he wasn't.
But even if they fire us, we can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm saying if they call me in today and say, John, we're moving in another direction, I couldn't do that because I agreed to it. So maybe it's something like that.
Well,
like his contract says for 24 hours.
He's on waivers.
Right.
And so while he's on waivers,
he's technically
still a Ram.
because Greg, right? Because nobody's claimed him.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can move him to the practice squad.
I thought he was going to win that.
Wow.
It's really clear to me.
Yeah,
it's really
just
clear
as
to you,
clear as it
Pepe?
is to you. It's that clear to us. He's not a Ram, but that rule totally nails me.
Oh yeah.
If he was technically on some type of waiver and still under contract, I don't have a leg to stand on. And plus, she said even if they did, when they called him in and said we're cutting you, that was immediate termination. And in my mind, he's not a Ram. She said the spirit of the game was everybody else.
Yeah.
Was
like an
I don't know where you found
inventor,
those other dudes.
an actor from a
one of those
Mr.
guys,
movie.
yeah, was a scientist and an inventor. And how did you go about finding those other dudes?
So I just started looking up like people that famous inventors.
Oh,
and then
okay.
And then I went to famous philosophers, and I just started looking through and which ones I found.
Look at Mychal.
So by the
Makes no sense.
way, in fantasy football, when you drop a player to waivers, you have to wait 24 hours till they're off the waiver.
Yeah, but that's
This is real
fantasy
football.
This is real football.
No, I'm saying. But
Oh,
that's
no!
the way it's saying.
But you know, she was good. Like we should use her to resolve all disputes.
All disputes.
She was really good.
Yeah, she was excellent.
Yeah, she came in my favor. So.
The hot
Well,
bench. I like the hot bench.
even though she ruled in your favor, I thought she took the time to listen.
Yep.
She heard the whole bit.
She had very good questions.
Yeah, I thought that she took it exactly the way we wanted her to take it.
So after all is said and done, and it's Michael's game today, this is a
That
wide
means
open race,
Laura
right?
still has the lead, and I'm still at 3, right, Greg? Or am I
That's
at
absolutely
2?
right.
And I'm at 2.
No, you're at 2. So
I'm
Laura 4,
3, right?
Yeah, Laura 4, Bergman 3, Mace 3, Ireland 2, Pepe 2.
So
Pepe, if you win today, you're tied for the lead.
Whoa. That's right.
And remember, I put 10,000 mythical dollars on me to win this month.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
remember
I
you
did
doing
that at the beginning of the month.
So you got to make a comeback.
I need to come back.
All right. So because we had Judge Suarez on, we bumped What's Up Fool, which we're going to do next.
What's up, fool?
So that's coming up.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Coming up today at 4 p.m.
It's the LA Afternoon Takeover with Sedano and Cat.
Starting Monday, September 9th, there's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it means the 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block begins an hour earlier. Even more live and local LA sports talk on 710 ESPN. The Travis and Sliwa Show will start at 9 a.m. Mason and Ireland move back to noon to 3, and Shidano and Cappy start the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover at 3 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., we are the destination for LA sports. It's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it begins Monday, September 9th.
Man. Sheila, I hope Sheila and Charlie are listening right now. Charlie, did you hear him right now? Can you believe this?
He's going to sell our plots. Sedano and Cap, every weekday after Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy, spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text AREA to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, it's Travis.
And Slee. By now you have heard about our good friends at the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
When my son Bobby was in an accident, we called Joe and he hit it out of the park. That's why I trust Joe.
No insurance company is ever on your side. Anything you say to them can and will be used against you. Joe and his team will treat you like family, get you the medical attention you need, and the max compensation you deserve.
Call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com.
The law office of Joseph S. Normand.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station. Listen to Mason and Ireland more at 1 p.m.
And yes, it's around 2:45 in the Southland. You know what we do each weekday at 2:45. What's up, fool? And we've been very excited that What's Up, Fool is made possible by our friends at Dos Hombres. In fact, we've got a special guest voice. Take it away, guest voice.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
Thanks, Morales. All right, so I saw this from Kurt Warner the other day, and I don't understand it either. I think it should be all be the same, but he says, it's that time of year again where I ask again, why aren't college and pro football hashes the same? It only makes sense to me to make the game uniform
I
across
didn't know they were
both
different.
levels. So we are playing the same game. Tell me what I'm missing. They're not.
That's why you see those kickers in college have to kick at that weird angle because the hashes are wider.
They're much further
why
out.
wouldn't why wouldn't you just make them all the same, Michael?
I like it. It's a little different in college than it is, just like it's different from
It's a
basketball.
pretty good
and
distance.
College and basketball and pros from the 3.
You like it?
Yeah, I like those little quirky angles from the field goals.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like if you have intentions of playing someday at the next level, why don't you want to set up the kicking situation
the other thing is,
same?
don't they allow? When I was in college, this rule may have changed because I was in college 100 years ago, but we had an All-American kicker, a guy named John Lee.
Okay.
And he ended up being a first-round draft pick. I think the Cardinals took him. And he kicked off a tee in college, like the little plastic tee.
Yep.
But you're not allowed to use those in the NFL. And he got to the NFL, and he couldn't do it. I mean, the tee was that important to him. Do you know, Greg, do they still use those tees in college? Can you put the ball on a tee?
I think during a kickoff, if it's windy.
No, not during kickoff. I'm talking about for a field goal. It looks like a little
Oh,
break.
no. You definitely cannot.
Yeah.
No, that's
in college, they used to let you do that.
Yeah, that's what the holder does. That's why a holder is such important and a long snapper is so important. Yeah, I don't know why
I'm
it
with
is.
you. I don't know why they don't make them the same.
Just make them the same.
I agree with Kurt Warner.
Yeah, it just
Change
doesn't make sense.
By the way, I like the new kickoff rules in the NFL.
You think they're going to be fun?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's not the same thing. Nothing's
I'm in
changing.
favor of anything different, but it hasn't really turned into what we thought it would
We
be.
really won't know until we see it for real next
Right.
Thursday. Next Thursday.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So much fun.
It's going to be hard for the players, but it's going to be hard for us too.
Sure.
Why hard for us?
To understand clearly.
Yeah, I don't think until we
just catch
see
the
it.
ball and run, Pepe. How's that hard to understand?
Okay, yes, Mike.
Or you kick it out of the end zone, or what if they kick it out of bounds?
If you kick it out of the end zone, you place it at 35.
Right,
Or
30.
35 now, if you kick it into the end zone.
Do we have confirmation
Yeah,
on that?
no, it's 35.
It's 35?
Yeah,
okay,
he's
that's a little better.
Yeah. So Pepe's
Little
it's not that complicated.
How about, if we really wanted to return, how about put the ball on the 50? Then you have to
then
kick
you've
it to
got
him.
to kick it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you kick it out of bounds, put the ball on the 50, nobody would kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
What's up, Phil? How about some news on some return men? So the Rams announced yesterday that Kyron Williams is going to be their punt returner.
Whoa.
And it caused a little bit of kerfuffle or whatever online.
A kerfuffle?
Kerfuffle, yeah, that's what I was looking for. There we go, thank you. Online about people that already drafted him in fantasy, thinking that it's going to hurt his value or whatnot.
Yeah, it's probably going to get hurt.
And as a Rams fan, Mace, how do you feel about your RB1 being the punt return man, and what do you think this means for Blake Corum?
Well, it means Blake
Corum.
Blake Corum, it makes him more important. I think that if you draft Kyron Williams, and this isn't necessarily because of the punt return thing, but he missed 6 games 2 years ago. He missed 4 games last year. I think you're foolish to have Kyron Williams and no handcuff. You've got to have Blake Corum. As far as returning, as a Rams fan, I'm like, yeah, he's a productive guy. Every time he touches the ball, something happens. So I'm like, yeah, give him the ball an extra time or two.
Brian, aren't you surprised that Jim Harbaugh didn't finagle to get Corum?
It would have been nice, yeah.
They don't really. Austin Eckler left.
Right.
And Corum was his main dude on a national championship team, and yet the Rams got him. So maybe Harbaugh wasn't in charge of the draft. Maybe that's part of the problem. We'll see.
What's up, Foo? All right, speaking of Harbaugh, I don't think we touched on this yet. The Chargers over the weekend stuck in an elevator. I think there was about 12 of them stuck in the elevator. And Justin Herbert was in there, but Harbaugh had a pretty funny quote after the fact, said that he wished he was in there with those guys. And just you could see it on his face. He generally wished he was stuck in the elevator for 2 hours. They had to crawl through the ceiling vents to get out of there.
Yeah, they had to go die hard through the top.
Yeah. Deeply odd guy. Let's face it. He is a peculiar man.
Have you ever thought about what Harbaugh's saying is you want to be stuck in an uncomfortable situation just because of the people around? Because he wanted to be there just because he wanted to see Herbert's leadership ability.
Well, let's think of it this way. Brian, you, Bergman, me, Ireland, Pepe, and Mychal all trapped in an elevator together.
Yeah.
Who freaks out first, and who's the cool head?
I would just take a nap. You'd freak out first.
I wouldn't. Oh
yeah, you'd be all.
freak out
You'd be climbing the walls.
That is ridiculous. I would certainly not be. I'm very calm in a crisis.
No, you're not.
I am.
Especially
very
in an
calm
elevator.
in a crisis.
You don't go into elevators with people.
That's
You'd be
true.
freaking
That's true.
out by being.
I like to be in elevators
You're the
by
one.
myself.
You're the one that would go BS crazy.
Yeah.
And Michael and I'd be sitting over in the corner taking naps.
Well, what do you do if you push the button and all of a sudden someone walks up behind you to come on with you, what do you do then? You just let them go in and you stay?
I let him go.
And you don't go?
I don't go. I'll get the next. I will literally say, I'll get the next one.
And and you still say that you're not the first one that is going to freak out?
I mean,
well, how does that make that person feel when it's just you and him or you and her and you won't?
I hope they don't take it personally.
I think they do.
But I mean, I've been very clear about
you
this.
You and I
with
wrote
everybody.
down yesterday.
It's true. You broke the rule.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I think Ireland may be the exception because I don't want to say I'll take the next one with Ireland.
Easier to say it to me.
Okay, from now on,
when you
I'm
go on
going
vacation and you're in a busy hotel, what do you do? Busy elevators.
This is the only time this solo elevator thing is important to me is at work. I like to go down the elevator after the show by myself because that's when I decompress. Just from second floor to first floor, and I decompress. So that's why I like the elevator solo. Coming up, okay. It can be a crowd. I'm good with that.
Decompress, on your way home, when you're in the car all by yourself.
Yes.
That's the decompression.
I do decompress there too, but the decompression starts during the elevator ride.
You guys know that Jeff Van Gundy, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and Jeff Van Gundy said he drove from the bubble a few years ago when those guys were all in the bubble.
Right.
He drove from the bubble to Houston by himself in a car with no music and no phone calls. He just wanted to decompress.
Wow.
I would fall asleep.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Boring.
Jeff Van Gundy.
Oh, wow.
Well, there's this big movement now. It's all over the TikTok of when you're on a plane and when you're on a flight, you don't listen to music, you don't read anything, you don't look at the little screens in front of you. Exactly. And I don't even know if we're allowed to say that. Are we allowed to say it? Sure.
Just did.
Okay. Yeah, they're calling it. Yeah, I don't know.
Raw dogging.
Raw dogging.
Yeah, they say it on.
In other words,
Cappy says it all the time.
Oh, does he say it? Okay, good. So it's raw dogging, and the idea is that you go cold and just meditate and stay within yourself and don't talk to anybody and don't read a book and don't. Now that would make me crazy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that one would not work.
No,
Michael, that would never work for you. Brian,
I don't know how people
I
do
am
it.
never.
It's insane.
No, matter of fact, if I go on to a flight and I don't have anything to, like, if my computer goes down, Michael's the same way. We're lost.
Oh, yeah.
We need to be.
I
working.
can promise you, I will never be raw dogging. All right.
What's that, food?
Very nice.
That's a drop. Keep that.
ESPN debuted a new feature today on their website and on their app called Where to Watch.
Okay.
So apparently they list every single game that's going to be out, every sport you can look for, and every broadcast channel that it's on. So
how did it take this long to get to this
That was
point?
my question here. I've been waiting for this feature for years, but also I was looking at it and I was thinking, nowadays, I mean, this 10 years ago would have been life-changing. Now it's pretty easy for me to find everything, but I was thinking, for the older generation, how hard is it for you guys to find?
And why do you think it's pretty easy for you to find everything? It's not easy for me. Like if I want to watch the Dodgers and I turn on the Dodger game and they're not on, I'm figuring, okay, they could be on Fox, they could be on FS1, they could be on Apple.
Right.
Apple has one day a
Apple
week.
has one day.
And if I still can't find them, I don't know where else to look. How do you navigate?
Well, for that situation, I know MLB app also lists where it was. So if I was looking, so that you would have to take another step and go a little more specific. And I think the Lakers app does it too, where it'll show you every channel that it's on.
But you're saying this is
all in one place. ESPN has brought it all together.
So ESPN the app and ESPN the website.
The website,
right?
yes.
It's smart. By the way, I cannot imagine why it's taken so long to do that.
It's
Keep
very,
track of the
very
channels.
smart. I really like that because that makes things easier.
Yes.
That's true, huh, Pepe?
What's that, food?
More insight.
I got more insight. All right, one more, Brian. Go for it.
I'm going to get you a captain's hat, Mr. Captain.
I have learned so much from Pepe.
What's that, food?
I got one more for you here.
Okay.
So I found this on Business Journal. As a study that Americans now are spending more on sports betting than they are investing in the stock market.
Oh, no.
And when I saw this,
Makes
I thought,
perfect sense to me.
Oh,
right.
God.
I got a team that can't lose.
Exactly. So is this just, every guy or every person thinks, I know what's going to win. I could put together, as we say, John, the 6-leg parlay that's going to win me $1 million.
Yeah, I'm hitting
rather
one
than
this
waiting
year
for the stock market.
Yeah, parlay king.
Is that
All
why
I
you
need
think?
is $20, Brian.
Yeah.
All I need is 20.
I think sports gambling is so much bigger than ever because it's been legalized, obviously, and people are gambling every which way. Again, I don't think that it's smart to gamble stuff that you don't have.
Right.
I mean, you gamble the money you can afford to lose. As soon as you put it on the table, you assume it's gone. And if something comes back to you, you're lucky. Because this is all just guessing. I know too many people who say, I'm a professional gambler. I never, you're not. It's a guess. It's a guess no matter what. You don't know how anybody's going to play on any given day. So
if you had to bet everything you have on a sports bet, and it's got to be a bet that a sports book would take, what pops into your head? So you can literally bet anything. Like, this is a bet. You wouldn't get any odds on it. But, and I feel worse today saying this than I would have 2 months ago. But, like, I have to bet everything I own. Would it be stupid to bet everything I own that the Dodgers will make the postseason? Because if they finish third behind the Padres and the D-backs, they can still get in,
There'd
right?
still be the other wild card, yeah.
Or
they can't. If you go to the standings, it says 99% for the Dodgers.
Okay,
so
that's
you would not get odds.
pretty safe bet.
What about this one? What about Rams over the 8.5?
I don't like it because we haven't seen them play yet.
But I'm saying that might be what I would bet on.
Right.
I like Rams plus over the 8.5.
Everything.
But I'm not. No, he's asking if my stock market, my house, all that stuff.
Yeah, if you had to bet everything you own, Greg, on a sports bet, where would you end up?
So, I mean, I would do a silly bet like the Dodgers one to make the playoffs because that's it.
Yeah, but you're not going to get that bet.
Yeah, yeah, he could, but he would get no odds.
Yeah,
he would have to bet $1 million to win 100.
Right. I still,
but they would take the bet, but they'd give him odds. Like the bets you can't take are things that are like 100% already. Like Wemby wins Rookie of the Year. It's already over.
Right, sure. Pepe, what about you? Lakers win the title.
I'll do the Dodgers.
82-0, right, Pepe?
I'll do. There you go.
There you go. Exactly.
I'll do the Dodgers even if it's only $100 because it's a safe bet.
Greg? What's more of a sure bet? I'm being serious.
Okay, can I just say this bet doesn't fly at all. The Dodgers haven't clinched, but they're 99.9%.
That's
likely.
all we need. So that means we can take a bet.
You can bet everything and you get $50.
No, but a sports book would take that action, but they would give you ridiculous odds. Like you'd have to bet
you'd win nothing.
$1 million to win 10.
Yeah. That's the point.
Right.
You do win nothing.
Greg, what's the smarter bet? The Chiefs will make the playoffs.
Okay.
Or the Raiders won't make the playoffs.
What's
the better odds?
The better odds?
Yeah.
Oh, well, obviously the Chiefs.
No,
they will
okay.
make it.
Chiefs will absolutely make the playoffs.
Right.
A lot of teams don't make it the year after win. Didn't the Rams miss the playoffs after the year after they won the Super Bowl?
They have been in the AFC Championship game 6 years in a row.
Yeah, it's right. I had a note in my email today. It's like insane.
Yeah.
It's so
amazing. They're a mini
the
dynasty, and they don't get enough credit for it.
I think other people don't give them. We all give them a ton of credit. Like I will take Patrick Mahomes over anybody right now.
So, Michael, just
by the way,
top,
here's
go ahead.
You have it. Chiefs have made it.
No, well, let's ask Michael. Michael, how many years in a row do you think the Chiefs have made it to the Final Four?
Final Four?
Yeah.
I'd say 5 times.
6 in a row.
6 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been to 5 Super Bowls and won 3.
Yeah.
That's a New England Patriots type run.
Yeah.
That's dynastic.
Yeah, it is dynastic.
No, it's
and
not
by the
dynastic.
way, and their window is never going to
was
close.
Yeah, they've been to 4 of the last 5 Super Bowls.
Dynasty is winning, not just getting there. You got to win.
Well, they won 3 times.
Yeah, but 3 out
including
of 5.
2 in a row.
But when you talk dynasty, you're talking about the Packers who won 5 in a row. You're talking about the Bulls who won 6. The Celtics who won 8 in a
Michael,
row.
They've
That's
been to the
dynasty.
Super Bowl 4 of the last 5 years.
Michael, you're wrong about this.
And they've won 3 of the 4.
The Warriors were a dynasty, and they only won 4.
They won 4. That's not a dynasty to me.
Michael,
nowadays that's how many the Lakers won in the 80s.
Of course,
no, Lakers won 5.
Of course,
so that's your line of demarcation.
5 is a dynasty.
5 out of 9. They went to the finals 9 times. Yeah, that's more
so
of a
that
dynasty.
for you is the dynasty.
Yeah, you got to win 5, 6.
But you
7,
don't
something
count
like
the going to the finals. You just said you don't count when the Chiefs.
I always think people say Michael Jordan's the greatest player ever because he's 6-0 in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Does Magic not get credit for going to 9 finals and finishing 5 and 4?
Or Russell going for 13
well,
of them?
Russell's
or
in
LeBron
another,
4 of 9.
Well, I think
4 of 10.
4 of 10.
I think he's been to 11 finals.
10.
10?
Yeah,
Is it?
10.
He's 4 and 6.
4 and 6.
4 and 6.
Yeah, I mean you got to get some credit for getting there.
I think you do. You got anything else there? No.
Is that it?
I'm
Okay.
It's not big. Oh, well, it is big, actually.
Well, whenever I hear that, I assume it's big.
Wait, but he retracted. He says it is big.
You're going to regret this.
All right.
Freddie Freeman is, again, not in the lineup.
Okay.
I'm worried about him.
Yeah.
So, and the lineup is
And he
different,
just
too.
doesn't miss games.
No.
And they lost last night.
Yep. What's the lineup?
Otani, Betts, Lux, Teo, Muncy, Smith, Edmund, Kiermaier, Kike, Bueller. So Lux is being brought up to the 3 spot.
Well,
he's been hitting well.
He has been hitting well.
Yeah.
I said this. I for a while there, I was on Lux Island. I was like, I'm sticking with this guy
did
no
you
matter
say
what.
Edmund? Is Edmund playing short?
Edmund is playing short. Yes.
So no Rojas.
No Rojas. Yeah, they switch back and forth. Rojas is not against righties, I believe. Kiermaier goes into center, and Edmund plays short.
I left Lux Island too early.
Yes.
Yeah, you did to Lux what I did to Kershaw.
Yeah, I was like, I am done. Because he was like...
It was 250 at bats.
And then all of a sudden he finds his footing. I mean, he's been great since then.
Yeah, for the last month and a half, almost 2 months, he's been great. But
Lux Island is now crowded.
You could not predict that.
All right, coming up, I have a very, very personal question to ask each of you.
Okay.
And you have a decision to make.
Okay. Wow. We'll do that next. In the meantime, next Friday, the 11th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light. Black Gold Golf Club and Yorba Linda proceeds benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research. And once again, the event is sold out for golf. Special thanks to the Southern California Hyundai dealers. It is your journey. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. Visit buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's football season. You know what that means. USC football is on the air on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Your USC Trojans will kick off.
Nothing like NHL hockey, LA Kings hockey on 710 ESPN. Welcome to the family.
Brand new partnership. We're excited to have the Kings right here, the home of the Los Angeles Kings. And Trav, now I just need an invitation to go catch a game.
You have been giving you one forever. Now you have to
across the street. Now it's across the street.
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go.
The Kings are back on 710 ESPN. Believe it or not, I did pregame for the Kings 25 years ago. Damn, I'm old. Luke Robitaille, the rest of the Kings organization couldn't be more excited. Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go. Nothing like live hockey. Nothing like seeing it in person. Nothing like watching it on TV. Nothing like listening to it on the radio. And we've got them on ESPN LA. Go Kings, go.
We're so excited. The LA Kings have found a new home right here on 710 ESPN. Can't wait to see you on the ice. I want to congratulate the LA Kings. You are now on the greatest sports radio station in America, 710. And guess what? Now I get to be one of the ice girls at a Kings game. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go. Go Kings, go.
Avner Gatt has one of the largest teams of professional, licensed public adjusters in California. And yes, the size is important. Avner has a unique winning recipe for handling homeowners' insurance claims. No one, and I mean no one, messes around with Avner Gatt and his team. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256, or visit AvnerGatt.com. That's AVNERGAT, AvnerGatt.com. You call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. Avner takes the call himself. Hello!
Just as every point matters, every detail counts in our meticulously crafted vehicles. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Welcome to Cadillac of Beverly Hills, the #1 Cadillac dealer in the Western region for the 3rd year in a row. Come and check out the incredible selection of new and pre-owned vehicles today at our showroom, 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, and at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
All right, so Pepe's here, Michael's here. Ireland has some kind of personal
All right, this is a highly
question.
personal question for all of you. For Brian, Greg, Pepe, Michael, Mace, all of you.
Is it about money?
No, it's about something more important.
It is. I'll just read this New York Post headline without comment.
Okay. Yes.
Okay? Quote, man with the world's largest penis reveals the hardest things about his daily life.
Mm-hmm.
End quote.
Greatest headline ever.
Yeah. So,
kind of says it all.
The question is, Greg, I'll start with you.
Okay.
If I gave you a choice, and it's a binary choice, A or B,
okay,
you can either have the world's largest,
okay,
or not.
So is
what
not
do you choose?
I just
not
have,
as your normal. It's what you have now.
What I have now.
Yeah,
I'm keeping what I have now.
Brian,
yeah, I'd have to go not.
Mace,
I've already had to have a reduction. So
Pepe, have the world's largest.
You said you
or
would
not.
I'm okay.
You'll stick with your team.
I'm okay
Michael,
with
what do
what
you
I
say?
have.
Well, I'm black, so
you have no issues.
Usually that's the case, but no, I mean, how uncomfortable is that?
what is the downside? And by the way, who knows?
The downside?
No, he goes into great detail as to the downside.
What is the downside?
No, there are many downsides.
Yes,
You don't think of it.
Mace, think about it.
He got kicked out of a yoga class because the teacher thought he was
right. A little
aroused.
Yeah.
Well, you can't wear shorts.
Right.
Right.
It's uncomfortable for your partner.
How do we know he is the world's largest penis?
true,
Can I
too.
ask that?
He
Are there
bills-
people out there doing measurements all the time?
No, he's billed himself as that.
Oh, okay.
I want to be careful how we talk about this, but a recent scientific study measured his manhood at 14.2 inches when aroused.
Wow.
He's got me.
Couple inches.
And this says, while this might seem like a dream come true, the condition presents problems that are harder than they seem.
Yeah.
Getting aroused can make him sick because it puts a strain on his circulatory system.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's a lot of issues with blood flow, he says.
Okay, sure.
He said...
And would a woman be aroused by that?
I don't know. I think women would be curious.
Be scared.
Some of them would.
Yeah. I don't...
I mean, there's no women in here to answer this question, but I know the ones that I've talked to, they don't want a gigantic one.
No woman does.
Yeah. And
like 14 inches is.
By the way, this
over
guy
a foot?
is.
Yeah,
This may answer some of our questions.
That's overkill. You don't need that much.
No, nobody needs that.
This may answer some of our questions.
Yeah.
He's currently unattached.
I don't know if Laura wants this actually read on the air, but she says there's many downsides.
Yeah, don't read all of it.
Yeah.
Women don't always want the biggest. I'm listening.
She says, also, I'm mad y'all didn't do this story when I was there.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Sure.
sides. Yeah, I'm not going to read that one.
Don't read the middle one.
All right, here's another thing, Mace.
Yeah.
You said, what would be the downside?
Yes.
He says, finding clothing that fits is a hassle, I have to buy a size up when shopping.
Yeah, I guess you need to be a little roomy
Quote,
down there.
Waist size wise, always make sure there's plenty of room up front. There's also a custom underwear that people sell designed for people like me who are either naturally well endowed or inject things in there.
You can't go jogging.
True.
You could injure yourself.
Oh, yeah, the big flyer. Jeez.
Yeah, how'd your I was jogging.
So that's interesting. None of us
None
of us opted for yes.
No.
We all
Right.
said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
nobody wants to be Marky Mark at the end of Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, he
not-
hates being called Marky Mark. He hates the movie Boogie Nights. And
He
by
does
the
hate the
way,
movie Boogie Nights? He's so good in it.
He hates the movie Boogie Nights.
Why?
Because he says it's now, by today's standards, he finds it offensive.
Oh, geez.
Search Marky Mark.
Okay.
He hates being
All right,
called
I got
in
another
Boogie Nights.
I got another
Marky
question
Mark?
for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, changing subjects. There is a drink at the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Called the Honey Deuce. Okay.
What's in it?
It is vodka, lemonade, raspberry liqueur, honeydew melon balls, all inside of a commemorative cup. Here's the thing. It costs $23 for a 12-ounce cocktail. $23. That's about the going price for a cocktail at a
That is
hotel
the
in
going
L.A.
price, yeah.
But they made $10 million last year selling this Honey Deuce. If you were there, Michael, you and I both like tennis.
Oh, yeah.
If we were at the U.S. Open, would you fork over the $23 for a Honey Deuce?
In a heartbeat. That sounds delicious.
It is a lot of money. Maybe I could get a high roller at the end of the row to pick a.
But can I tell you, I just came back from, a couple of nice hotels, and that's $25 is what you pay for a mixed drink.
In a hotel,
In
for
a
sure.
hotel, for sure.
Yeah.
So, I would do it. It does sound delicious. Michael's getting a call.
Yeah, bigger name on the other line.
Yeah. I would definitely try that. I always try the specialty cocktails because I know the mixologists put this stuff together. Trying different. So I'm like,
I'll try too. So how much do you pay for a beer at Dodger Stadium? Almost
$10.
Yeah.
10 now.
Yeah, probably.
25.
Depends how big it is.
A Michelada is $25.
$25.
Yeah, that's
Brian,
true.
did you buy a beer when you were at the Dodger game the other day?
I did, yes.
Do you remember what you paid?
I think it was $19.50.
Oh, so that what was it? It was bigger than 12 ounces.
Yeah, it was a tall can.
Yeah, tall can. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg says he regrets making Boogie Nights.
Wow, that surprises me because he's excellent in
It's
it.
his best movie.
The other thing about that,
Yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson,
Yeah,
that was one of
great
his
director.
first movies as a director, got in a fist fight with Burt Reynolds during the filming of Boogie Nights.
Really?
Yeah, they hated each other.
Burt Reynolds thought the movie was terrible.
Yeah, well, he got in a fist fight with PTA.
Yeah. He was.
By the way, do you know who he's married to?
Burt Reynolds?
No, PTA.
Oh yeah, Maya Rudolph.
Yeah, they have 4 kids together.
By the way, this is it's slightly political.
Or
That's okay.
la-di-da.
But
No, we don't. We can
Saturday
steer
Night
it out
Live.
Of the, yeah.
Maya Rudolph has already agreed to go on Saturday Night Live and
think
play
about this.
Kamala Harris.
And think about this: she's excellent as Kamala, and James Austin Johnson does just a perfect Trump.
Yeah, it's going to be very
I mean,
funny.
he looks like Trump, sounds like Trump. So they're going to be able to go. It's going to be must-see TV.
Oh yeah,
They're going to be. They're all going to be great.
Absolutely. All right, let's see. Coming up next for you, let's do this. Kevin Burkhardt about to get started with his new broadcast partner Tom Brady, but there is a problem when they aren't in the booth. I'll explain that coming up next for you. In the meantime, hey, I love my Hyundai. I drive a Hyundai Elantra. The moment I got into business, became partners with SoCal Hyundai dealers, the SoCal Hyundai Dealer Association, I immediately I want to drive a Hyundai. And you know what? I'm blown away. Just blown away. It's a hybrid. I'm getting 50 miles to the gallon. It's got some go to it. I love it. And right now you can get the hottest deals of the season in the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Right now you can get any of their award-winning vehicles. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind that you can rely on. So do like I did. Get in, get away with a great deal. There is joy in every journey at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. And I want to remind you that the Trojans kick off their season Sunday in Vegas against LSU. Coverage starts at 2:30 here on 710 ESPN. So excited about that. And, of course, the all-new ESPN LA app presented by Invesco QQQ. Invesco QQQ is the official ETF partner of the USC Trojans. The future isn't scary. Not realizing its potential, however, could be. Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated. Go Trojans, fight on. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. This fall, the new home of the USC Trojans.
The new home of the USC Trojans.
The Trojans are back.
The USC Trojans play on LA's mega sports station.
That's right. USC football, USC men's basketball, and USC women's basketball are on 710 ESPN. Coming this fall.
710 ESPN, the new home of the USC Trojans.
Sponsorship deal with Matt Barnes, who has deep LA roots, former Bruin and pro basketball player for both LA teams.
If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. And there's never any upfront fees. They collect when you collect. And for the record, their win-loss record puts them in the top of the standings. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
Los Angeles, you can't spell tequila without L.A. L.A. Tequila Fest is back on September 7th at L.A. Center Studios, featuring an afternoon filled with over 85 premium tequila and mezcal brands and almost 300 tasting options. Tickets at latequilafest.com. Live DJ sets, gourmet food trucks, fun, games, and did we say tequila? Visit latequilafest.com. All tickets support the Andres Maria Cardenas Family Foundation, a foundation that provides scholarships for youth seeking a higher education.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text AREA to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
And it is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwich between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
So, guys, I've been talking a lot about the Summer Shred, which is my summer workout plan, and it's been great. I'm now in my 6th month of really hardcore workouts. Now, my problem is I'm happy with it. So fall is going to be the battle of the belly. I cannot get rid of my middle, no matter what I do. So, Michael, it's not bad, but look.
Yeah, you look good.
I know, but I got to get rid of that.
I could help you get rid of it.
Yeah? What do you do?
I had some medical issues on my recent vacation, and they had to change. They put me on this diet, this weird diet.
Okay.
If you went on this diet, your stomach would go away.
But would I still get enough protein to support the working out?
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's called FODMAP.
Oh, yeah, FODMAP. Really?
Yeah.
FODMAP?
Yeah, you know about it?
No.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Okay, yeah, send it to
Yeah. It's
the old
basically
FODMAP.
Yeah. And by the way, so you basically eliminate sugar.
Yeah, right.
And which I know would hurt you a little bit.
It's hard for me to do.
And then a lot of it's you kind of stay in the middle of the fairway and you eat smaller portions of stuff.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, so Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady are the new big #1 broadcast team for Fox. And Kevin Burkhardt, who I'm a huge fan of.
I think he's really good.
He's really, really good. He says that...
really versatile, too. He hosts the baseball studio show, and he does play-by-play in the NFL. That dude can wear a lot of different hats.
So he and Tom Brady did a practice game here in L.A. I don't know exactly which one. But this is what Burkhardt said. Going to the field is going to require like an extra 3 hours. It's like a circus going on. He says, we were in L.A. doing a practice game, and it took us 40 minutes just to get down to the elevator, just to the corner of the end zone. I had to take a selfie of Tom, Micah Parsons, and Trevon Diggs in the middle of the field. It's wild. You know, he is a major big-time star. Like Greg Olsen, nobody's going to – I think he's a brilliant color man, but nobody's going to gather around him demanding autographs, and this is the case
right,
now.
And it's going to be men and women.
Yes.
Still, the best line from that whole Tom Brady roast is when Nikki Glaser looked at her boyfriend and goes, my boyfriend's here tonight. We've been together for 10 years. I love him more than any person ever. Honey, I love you. And then she looks right at him and goes, I would shoot you in the head for a lottery ticket for 10 minutes to blank his blank. and everybody in the place just goes, whoa, the gloves are
crazy.
off.
Crazy.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Yeah.
Have you heard her?
She is very, very
Yeah,
funny.
she's
God,
really
she's funny.
good. Yeah, I can see that. That's how I am with Mychal.
Do you think he'll be...
When Mychal and I walk into an arena, the men, the women, they all flock to him.
They
And
wanna-
I just
they
take
wanna meet Mychal.
I just take pictures.
It's tough being good-looking, Pepe.
And
Pepe, do you have that experience when you walk into Crypto.com Arena? All the ladies are like, I want to get a picture
waves,
with
but
Pepe.
no one waves back.
No, everybody
no,
waves.
I don't have that experience,
No.
and I cannot even think of Mike having that experience.
Oh, you've seen it many times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe people with Tostitos or something.
Yes,
People with
exactly.
Tostitos.
They
That is-
shower him with chips.
If you ever want to meet Michael, a bag of Tostitos is the key.
All right, so,
by the way, do you think Tom Brady's going to be a really good analyst?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I watched his sit down with Stephen A. the other day.
Yeah.
And he's just super candid, and he doesn't care what if you agree with him or disagree with him. I think he's going to be great.
He seems so.
He seems like he'll be entertaining, but you don't think so?
I think he is very vanilla.
He can't see the game the way Tony Romo does. He sees the plays.
Oh,
Mason hates Tony Romo.
Jim.
Michael.
Jim, you see his right hand?
Look at the replay.
See, Jim, see his right hand in
It's
his
like the
film?
man can read the
That means it's a
future.
run, Jim.
It's the
Look
man
at
who
the
can-
run, Jim.
Exactly. He can see the future. He
Romo
calls
is
the
the
plays.
worst.
It's like he's in the
the
huddle.
worst.
Michael, you know nothing, okay? I agree. I agree with Mason. I don't like Romo.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't like him. I mean, he repeats a lot of things.
Just makes
I'm
me-
with you, Michael. I like Romo.
It makes me feel bad for Jim Nantz. Poor Jim Nantz can't
But
get a word
Jim,
in edgewise.
Jim Nantz makes like $20 million
I know,
a
but
year.
he
to
gets
work
no time to
one
say.
day a week.
He is getting no time.
Tony-
There's no color analyst who steps on
Tony
their
sets-
play-by-play guy more than Tony Romo.
Tony sets it up. He lets us know what's happening.
I like to hear Nance. The good thing about you guys is because you start talking to somebody while John is broadcasting.
Yeah,
and
Michael
then
takes,
we don't have to
Michael
listen
does what
to
he
you.
just did. He takes phone calls during the game.
Yeah.
All right, hey, before we go to Game of Games, I saw this trade proposal that somebody came up with on HoopsWire, and I think that if this trade went down, I would jump the Nuggets to the front of the West ahead of the Thunder and the Wolves. Here's the trade. New Orleans gets Michael Porter Jr., Zeke Najee, and a first-round pick, and Denver gets Brandon Ingram. Don't you think that would vault Denver into the stratosphere?
Totally.
How would you defend that team? Because you got to double-team Ingram, you got to double-team Jokic, and Jamal Murray will carve you up if you don't have a good defender on him. I don't hate that trade for New Orleans.
That gives him three.
They get Michael Porter Jr.
He's a standstill shooter. Basically, that's what he does.
Right, but and that clears the middle up for Zion.
Yeah.
You know, Ingram's game is slashing and posting up and doing lots of different things, mid-range game.
Yeah, both teams
But
should jump
Zion,
on this.
by the way, have you guys seen pictures of Zion?
Yeah.
He doesn't look fat.
I know he's
Good
he's
for
slimmed
him.
down. He looks like Steve Mason.
Yeah.
At the last game of the season when we were playing to determine whether we were going to be 7th or 8th, that was the game that Mason said the Lakers should tank so they didn't have to play the Nuggets in the first round, and everybody mocked Mason. And as it turns out, Mason was probably right. But Ingram with the ability to create in Denver off of Jokic passing would be tremendous. And I think Michael Porter in New Orleans with Zion operating in the middle would be a dead-eye shooter for them. Exactly. I like that trade for both teams.
Who says that trade?
This was a trade proposed by a website called hoopswire.com.
Okay.
So it was Zach Buckley of Bleacher Report is the person who came up with the mock trade.
It makes sense for both teams.
And, that would be a trade that I think it'd be a lot like that DeMontis Sabonis trade.
Yeah.
When DeMontis Sabonis went from Indiana to Sacramento, it really helped the Kings, and Tyrese Halliburton really helped the Pacers. I think that'd be a good trade for both teams.
Yeah. All right, so Michael, what kind of game you got cooking today? You want to give us a preview?
Yes, today's game is about a topic Mason does way better than anyone in the history of radio and TV in L.A.
Well, I am intrigued. That's right. That's coming up next for you. Game of Games, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's football season. Starting Monday, September 9th, there's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it means the 9-hour LA Sports Mega Block begins an hour earlier. Even more live and local LA sports talk on 710 ESPN. The Travis and Sliwa Show will start at 9 a.m. Mason and Ireland move back to noon to 3, and Shadano and Cappy start the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover at 3 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., we are the destination for LA sports. It's a new fall lineup on 710 ESPN, and it begins Monday, September 9th.
Callaway Apex Irons, plus 50% bonus trade-in on your purchase. Book your fitting in-store or online today. Home of the legendary 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Proudly serving golfers since 1963. Roger Dunn Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. NextGen is the official AC Heating Plumbing company of SoCal sports fans. That's right, NextGen is the absolute best in the biz and has thousands of 5-star reviews online to prove it. And right now, you can get an $88 drain cleaning, and they'll add in a free plumbing camera inspection. So, if you're sick of dealing with a slow drain, just call NextGen at 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN. NextGen includes water, plumbing, heater, and AC safety inspections. Prioritize the safety of your loved ones at home. NextGen is the only name you need to remember for a safe and comfy home. And if you're concerned about the air quality in your home as well or have allergy problems, call NextGen and breathe easy with indoor air quality solutions to fit any budget. So call them at 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN, or visit them online at nextgenairandplumbing.com to schedule your appointment today.
NEXGEN, call 833-3-NEXTGEN.
Step into the batter's box for BetMGM's Swing for the Fences free-to-play game. Pick an area of the strike zone and take your best swing. If you get a single, double, triple, or home run, you'll receive a prize. Smash a home run to collect a bonus bet on us. BetMGM and Game Sense for money to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-91-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary depending on market. Expire 24 hours from issuance. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in L.A., Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and it is Mychal Thompson's game today. Pepe is going to play. Me, Ireland, Brian, and Bergman. What do you got there, Mychal?
Today's game is in honor of Mace and what he loves to do and does more than anybody in the whole ESPN
vacations.
family.
Get stoned?
Yeah,
Well,
by the way, get
about-
stoned is good.
It is about vacation, not
Oh,
about
there you
getting
go.
high. No, number one, multiple choice. The average cost of a vacation in the U.S. for a week for a couple is what? $3,900, $4,900, or $5,900?
Brian.
For a week?
For a week. For a couple.
$3,900.
Greg.
39.
Mace.
39.
I'll stick with the group, 39. Pepe, chance to score.
With the group, 39.
It is $3,900 a week.
All right, everybody on the board.
Multiple choice. The most visited city in the world is what? Paris, Bangkok, or London?
Greg.
Paris.
Mace.
Paris.
I think it is Paris. Pepe.
Paris.
Brian.
Paris.
It is Bangkok.
Oh,
22
weird.
million.
Oh, we didn't think all those people.
Yeah.
Millions and millions of people in Asia.
Right.
Yeah.
Multiple choice. The most visited city in America is what? Miami, L.A., or New York?
Mace.
New York.
I'm also going New York.
New York.
Brian.
New York.
Greg.
With the crowd, New York.
It is New York.
All right, everybody got it. Did you just answer that call from Julie and then hang up on
In the middle
her?
of the game?
It was Clay before.
Hey, oh, yeah, she hung up on you.
Okay. Buzz in. Mace has said Costa Rica is his favorite vacation spot.
Yep.
What two countries border Costa Rica?
Pepe.
Pepe.
El Salvador.
Mason.
Mason.
I've never been. I don't know.
Nicaragua, Guatemala.
That's what I thought it was.
Costa Rica.
Oh,
Three,
I know.
two,
Greg.
Panama,
Greg.
Belize.
Great. Oh,
Sorry, I thought it was over.
Okay,
Try it.
don't worry about it.
Panama, Belize.
Nah.
All right, there you go.
Panama,
Panama,
So
Guatemala.
you didn't know.
Panama, and Nicaragua.
I was going to say.
Oh, so you guys were in the right area.
We're all in
Right.
Central America there.
Everybody has two.
Multiple choice. According to Good Housekeeping poll, the number one vacation snack is what? Mixed nuts, cookies, or potato chips?
This one's me, and I'm going potato chips. Pepe.
Potato chips.
Brian.
Cookies.
Greg.
Potato chips.
Mace.
Chips.
It is potato chips.
Okay,
you go.
so everybody got that, but who?
Bergman.
Brian.
Okay,
Bergman
so
and Brian, you good?
No.
I
I
didn't.
said
Greg
potato
did
chips.
get it.
Brian.
Mace, you got it, right?
Yep, I got it.
All right, everybody's got three except Brian. He's got two.
Multiple choice, and Pepe better know this or else turn in your Mexican membership.
Oh, yeah.
The
yeah.
most visited city in Mexico is what? Cancun, Cabo, or Mexico City?
Pepe, you lead off here.
It has to be Cancun.
Brian.
Cabo.
Greg.
I think Cancun.
Mace.
I think Cabo.
I think Cancun. What is it?
Pepe, turn in your Mexican membership. It's Mexico City.
Nobody got it. Wow.
Multiple choice. While Mace takes 100 days a year for vacation,
Yes.
how many days a year does the average American take? 11, 15, or 17?
This one's back to Brian.
15.
Greg.
I think 11.
Mace.
15.
I'm going 11. Pepe.
15.
What is it, Michael?
11.
Yeah, it's me and Greg.
Yeah.
All right, Greg and I jump into the lead.
Multiple choice. My favorite vacation spot, of course, is the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
How many visitors or vacations a year do we get in the Bahamas? 7 million, 8 million, or 9 million?
How many what do you get?
Vacationers.
Okay, Greg.
7, 8, or 9 million?
7, 8, or 9 million. Let's go with 8.
Mace.
Such a small little island. I will say 8.
I'm going 9. Pepe.
8.
Brian.
I'm going 9.
It is 9 million.
All right,
9
that's
million.
me. That's Brian. All right, I got the lead. Greg's one behind.
Pepe, as a multiple choice, as a Latino, outside of Mexico, which country receives the most vacationists in Latin America? Brazil, Argentina, or the DR?
Mace, this is you.
DR.
I'm going to go. You said Brazil, Argentina, or DR, right?
Yes.
I'm going Brazil. Pepe.
I'm going Brazil too.
Brian.
DR.
Greg.
Yeah, I like DR.
Mace, you answered, right?
He said DR.
It is the DR.
It is the DR.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mason got it. Greg, you got it,
Yes,
right?
I did, and Brian did too.
Okay, so here's the score update. Greg 5, John 5. Mace 4, Brian 4, Pepe 3.
Everybody guesses here. True or false? Nassau, Bahamas, where I'm from, is actually closer to L.A. than Honolulu is. True or false?
I go first here. I'm going true. Pepe.
True.
Brian.
False.
Greg.
I'm going true.
Mace.
I'm down in this thing, right?
You're down by 1.
I'll say true.
It is true.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody but Brian got that.
Buzz in here, and I will only say
Greg, you and I both have 6.
Buzz in here, and I will only say the numbers once, so listen closely.
Okay.
Do the math. How much closer to L.A. is Nassau if Honolulu is 2,558 miles away and Nassau is 2,516 miles away?
John.
Pepe.
John.
Pepe.
111
Greg.
miles.
Greg.
Pepe.
16.
Greg, 42.
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa! That was it. Was that a guess?
No.
Oh,
Did in
I did
his
the
head.
math.
All right,
He did
Bergman's got
math.
the lead.
Well, that is fast.
He's
baby.
good at math.
Multiple choice, and as Pepe would say, not the same old story. But you've heard it me tell of a 13-year-old me meeting my sports idol Muhammad Ali on vacation. Where on vacation did I meet Ali? In Atlanta, Miami, or New York?
Pepe.
New York.
Brian.
New York.
Greg.
New York.
Mace.
Atlanta.
It is New York.
It is New York.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn.
All right, Greg's got 8. I got 7. The closest one to us are Pepe and
How many
Brian.
more
Oh,
are we doing?
all 3 you
I
guys got
three or
5.
four left. Everybody guess on this one. Everybody
Okay.
guesses. Just go around the table.
Okay.
According to a poll, what is the favorite vacation activity for vacationers?
Greg.
Scuba diving.
I go next. Favorite activity for vacationers.
According to this poll.
I will say dining out. Mace.
I will say swimming pools.
Pepe.
Scuba.
Brian.
Beach.
Nobody got it? It is actually sleeping.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I actually like that
Rest.
answer.
Multiple choice. Airbnbs, that I'll never stay in, has how many listings worldwide? 7, 17, or 70 million?
Greg.
Oh, there's so many. You went high there. I'm going to go 17 million.
Do I take my shot here? I think Greg's right. I'm going 17. Pepe.
It is 17.
Mace.
How do you know? Are you counting?
Mace.
One of the other choices.
7 or 17?
7.
7 million. It is
Brian.
7 million.
7 million.
I was
You
going to
didn't
guess
let-
7. I was.
I'm going to take him at his word.
Yeah,
He's
so
gonna
you,
take
so
7.
you and Brian got it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Multiple
you guys have
choice.
6.
When you visit the Great Wall, as Arlen and I have, you will learn and see that the wall is being held together by what edible item that you can find in people's pantries? Sugar, flour, or rice?
Greg.
Rice.
This is hard. I think it is rice. Brian.
Sugar.
Mace.
Need to make up a point. I'll go sugar.
Pepe.
Rice.
It is sticky rice, to be exact.
Oh,
Okay,
sticky
so
rice.
I got
Ah.
it. Pepe got it. Greg, you got it, right?
Multiple
That,
choice.
is, that
Greg's
has
still-
eliminated somebody, right?
All right,
Am I
no,
out?
how many more you
I
guys want to
got
do?
3 left.
Okay, so we'll do 3 more. Right now, it is Greg 9, John 8, all 3 of you guys 6. So everybody's in it.
If you're on vacation in this country and you visit the carving Petra the Kazna, which Middle East country are you in? Egypt, Jordan, or Israel?
Greg.
Oh, I used to know.
Say it one more time.
If you are in a Middle East country and you visit the carving Petra the Kazna, which Middle East country are you in?
And what are the 3?
Egypt, Jordan, or Israel?
Greg.
It's Jordan.
I'm going to go Israel. Pepe.
Jordan.
Brian.
Egypt.
Mace.
Egypt.
What's the answer?
Jordan.
Jordan.
All right, so Greg, you got that,
Yes,
right?
I did with 2 left.
I got it.
Yeah.
Too.
Yes. Multiple
but
choice.
hold on. Oh, 2. There's 2 left?
Yeah.
I have a 2-point lead.
Yeah. Greg. Okay, so Mace is out. Brian's out. Pepe, you're out. You have 7.
Multiple choice in the last 2.
I guess this one.
Yeah,
Dangerous
you had
and
7.
safest. The most
He can win right here.
According to Food and Travel website, the most dangerous city in the world for vacation is where? Caracas, Lagos, or Karachi?
Greg.
Yeah. So it's Caracas,
Lagos, Nigeria,
Lagos.
or Karachi, Pakistan?
Lagos.
All right, you and I got to go different.
Just guessing a word.
I'll go Karachi. Pepe, throw in. I don't think we can catch him, but
Caracas.
what is it, Michael?
Caracas.
All right, so Greg won it. It's Greg has 10. I have 8. Pepe has 8. You got a tiebreaker?
Tiebreaker.
All right, let's do it for
I
fun.
won the Michael game.
In honor,
Oh my God. Game.
In
Yeah.
honor of Steve Mason, of course.
Yes.
Johnny Carson, like Steve Mason, was famous for his vacation days.
That's true.
He took every Monday.
Or taking vacation. Out of 52 weeks in a year, how many weeks a year was Carson contracted for to work? Out of those 52.
Closest gets it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
you
going
got a
to
number?
say. All right.
Everybody,
You write one down?
Yep.
I wrote 40.
I wrote 40 also.
Okay.
I
Greg,
wrote
what'd you write?
29.
That's too low.
I don't
Brian,
care.
36.
35.
What is it, Michael?
Well, I don't know. How do you? I guess
What's the number?
What's the answer?
37.
So me and Ireland.
37. No,
were
no,
close.
I said
It's
35.
Brian said 36.
And Pepe said 35.
No,
Oh,
but
yes,
you,
so Pat- that's
you
right.
said 37.
That's right,
Brian said
37.
36.
37 weeks.
Yeah.
You got to get that in your contract, mate.
How many weeks?
37 out of 52 is what Carson
So
was.
he got
15.
15 weeks off. That's
Yeah.
twice as many as you get.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
more than twice
Yeah, so
that
you
I
gotta
get.
get a better
Oh, I
attorney.
got to. I
Barely.
seriously.
Yeah.
What do you mean barely? My
Barely.
No,
It's
so
more
you
than
take a
that.
week off every other month. A little more than that, actually.
Correct. I have 7 weeks vacation.
Yeah, so that means you take a little more than a week every other month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, once every 6 weeks, I give myself at least a day
All
or
right,
two.
so
Yeah, but
the
you didn't
score.
win the game.
There's 2 days left.
Okay.
Bergman 5, Laura 4, Mace 3, Ireland 2, Pepe 2, Brian 1.
Okay, tomorrow is Mason. And who's Friday?
Me.
Okay, so I have to win them both to catch you, right?
To win, you have to win them both.
Okay. So it'll be all
Mace
right.
can
And so
tie
Brian,
me,
you've got the one at
Laura
the golf
can
tournament.
pass.
Or,
Yes,
or no,
Friday.
no. Well, Greg and I will be tearing it. But that's we'll figure it out.
Let me. We talked about this the other. Actually, we'll do it. Who's coming up, Bergman?
It is DeMarco and Andy Kamenetsky.
Okay, cool. We'll get those guys.
Are they coming
here.
in studio?
Yes, they're both here.
I think they need a chair.
Oh, no. You did this already.
All right, no, but then who's leaving?
Pepe
And Michael.
Are both leaving?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
because you were
Taking us out, Pep.
You guys were awesome today. Some of your very best work.
The immigrants are getting kicked out, Pepe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is racist. I think I should leave.
It's jingoistic.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. Let's hit the super stager.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM, Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
So, seriously, I've got a question while these guys are coming in.
Yeah.
I just sent out a tweet because there's all kinds of video and photos of people lined up at Dodger Stadium trying to get their
this is a really big deal.
Shohei Ohtani
so for
bobblehead.
people who don't know, it's Shohei Ohtani bobblehead giveaway night. This is the one where he's with his dog, Decoy.
Yes.
And there are 53,000 tickets sold tonight.
Yes.
Might even be more than that. That was 53,000 as of yesterday. They keep up to 50. They hold up to 55, but they only made 40,000 bobbleheads.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So, I think everybody is lining up early just so they don't get shut out. Are
What?
there already lines there?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. I'm looking at video from Channel 11, and the line is forever. The line is for.
But it's that old saying you used to have. People will show up if you give them a bag of sand.
Yeah, although
this
is, I'm telling you, a Shohei bobblehead, there's an emotional attachment. There's potentially, they're going to be selling them outside the stadium for $200
What'd you pay
tonight.
for the one you bought yesterday?
$170.
So you may get a deal.
Maybe. I really wanted one of those. But why don't the Dodgers make 53,000 bobbleheads? It's just pure cheap, isn't it?
Bill Shaken did a deep dive on this yesterday. Interviewed my old buddy Derek Hall, and among others, he said that there are so many giveaways now that they just can't afford to make them for everybody. But Derek says in Arizona, what they do is they announce 40,000.
Yeah.
To get people to come early and line up.
Yeah.
And then they make 55,000 just so they have them.
Look, if the Dodgers can afford a $700 million deal for
they can
Shohei
afford
they can afford 13,000 bobbleheads.
I don't know everything about how math and economics work, but I'm pretty sure if you can afford that on top of glass.
That way you avoid
right.
the lines. By the way, they're lined up already. That's the Sunset Gate. They're lined up from Dodger Stadium all the way to the Sunset Gate.
Wow.
And the gates aren't even open yet.
No, it's just people waiting in line.
I think they opened 2 hours before, so the gates don't open for another hour.
God.
By the way, this eludes me, DeMarco.
Yes, sir.
I don't wait in line for anything. Like literally, if I walk into a grocery store and there's a line, I go, I'll just come back later.
Yeah.
I would
cars
not,
at the drive-thru, I'm out.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Waiting 6 hours for a bobblehead,
does it mean that
it's
much?
foreign to me.
Does it mean that much to you to have?
I bought one.
You bought one.
Yeah.
Would you wait in line out in the sun for this thing for a while?
By the way, I think if you went out there right now, you would. The line is probably 40,000 people long.
That's crazy.
Oh,
that's crazy.
DeMarco might know the answer to the question the judge asked us.
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
So a little background. On yesterday's Game of Games, Greg had a game called Ram or Not a Ram.
Ram or Not a Ram.
And he read 10 names.
Okay.
Okay. And one of the names he read was A.J. Akuri.
Yeah.
Who was on the Rams, but this game was played yesterday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. On Tuesday morning, they cut him.
Yes.
Okay. Now, and by the way, this story has an epilogue, which I'll get to in a minute.
Yeah.
But, so we were arguing. Laura and I said, not a Ram. Greg and Mace and Brian and Jacob said Ram. Greg says the correct answer is Ram, and I argued, no, it's not. They cut him this morning. He's literally, by definition, not a Ram.
Not a Ram, yeah.
We got in such an argument over it that we got one of the judges from Hot Bench, that TV show,
No way.
to come on today, Judge Vasquez.
Yep.
And we said, all right, whatever you decide, we will abide by it.
Whoa.
Because Greg and I couldn't stop arguing.
I
over
love
it.
how far you go. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And so I said, do you have any questions for any of us? She goes, yes. I have a question about if you're a football player, when you get cut. She goes, I just Googled it online, and it says that the team maintains your rights for 24 hours before you clear waivers.
Correct.
Is that true?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, so I have no leg to stand on now, because that means,
He technically was a Ram.
yesterday.
Does he have an accrued season as a Ram?
Don't know that.
No, but here's
Okay.
why I would lose anyway. So
Yeah.
that means yesterday at 4 o'clock, he was still technically, by letter of the law, property of the Rams because he hasn't cleared waivers yet.
Correct,
Right?
yes.
All right, so I lose. Now, here's what, even if she would have ruled in favor of me, I would have had to admit I lost because 20 minutes ago they put him on the practice squad.
Right. So I don't know if he's got a credited season. I think
But that
counts.
makes him a Ram if he's on the practice squad, right? You get paid.
I don't think you're invited to the reunion.
But you draw a check. You
Yes,
get
for
paid.
practice squad.
So if the
Yeah.
question is if you're a Ram or not a Ram, if you're on the practice squad, you are a Ram.
Yes, it's one
so
season.
Greg, I lose either way.
Yes.
Yeah, in 3 different ways you have
Yes.
lost.
Technically speaking,
The judge is ruling,
Yes.
the waiver claim, and now the practice squad. I have no legs to stand on.
Zero.
Puka is still a rookie.
You know what I remind myself
Even
of?
if you're that guy that has
that's-
more yards,
Remember Monty Python, where the guy goes, he goes, I'll fight you, and they cut off both his arms.
Oh,
He goes,
yeah.
I'll
Holy Grail.
kick you to death. They cut off both his legs. I'll bite your head off.
Yeah. So since you're here,
Yeah.
by the way, the stretch yesterday,
Yeah. Did it work?
it absolutely worked.
Yeah, he's been singing your praises
It's a
all
great
day.
hip flexor
Left
stretch.
hip flexor.
Yeah.
I mean, like new last night at the gym. And by the way, I got your video today of you walking, although
Yeah.
it's very dark.
5 a.m.
5 a.m. It's
Yeah.
very dark. So I will now, on the accountability text, text from the gym tonight.
Respect.
So you know.
5 p.m.
Yeah,
you said
exactly.
that, right? Yes.
5 p.m.
Yes, and you're still not on
All
this,
right,
John.
So what are we doing?
Were you going to ask him about the linebacker trade?
I was actually going to ask him.
Oh, my God. I was dead wrong. Let me start there. I was dead wrong, everything I said yesterday.
Why?
I said that he was here, they were there, and that's why he's not here. That wasn't the case. This is a whole different deal. A whole different deal.
Well, explain.
I mean, they're, it's political.
You've been there. I can't really go deep, but I have been
but
there.
I'm saying what I argued was Andy. You and I have debated this before too in basketball terms. Jerry West used to have a philosophy. You know, Jerry West, arguably the greatest basketball executive ever lived.
Yes,
we just lost him. Jerry used to say, "If you don't want to be here, come and tell me, and I will get you out."
Yeah.
You don't have to even ask.
It's not that. It's something else. That's the thing. Yeah, and I've been there.
You now understand it and you get it.
Totally. Okay, so I'll just relate it to myself for a second. So 1999, we win Super Bowl, wearing ring.
Yep.
I was in the Pro Bowl. 15 months from that moment, I was out of the NFL. And it's just a sucky feeling when your body just does not respond.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even worse when you've got young guys, undrafted rookie free agents that can do things you can't.
All right, so you think that they have guys in the pipeline that can fill the need, for lack of a better term?
Yes.
Okay.
They're not better than Ernest. Ernest just isn't Ernest.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Rose Boom is now listed first on the depth chart.
I trust him. He knows the defense. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you one other thing.
Yeah.
One other Rams thing.
Yeah.
So AJ Curry was a backup offensive lineman for them. I'm looking at their depth chart. Joe Noteboom is probably going to start at left tackle.
Yes,
right?
the old spare tire. Yes, you need him.
Because Alaric Jackson is suspended.
2 weeks.
Jonah Jackson at left guard, Steve Avila at center, Kevin Dotson at right guard, Havenstein, who's dinged up. The second string...
McClendon might start if Havenstein can't go.
So Warren McClendon would start?
Yes, and he's going to be a starter at some point anyway.
Who is Jonah Jackson's backup? There's nobody behind him.
Logan Bruss. No, he's gotten better. He had a heck of a camp. I know we were in love with Jordan Whittington. The other story of camp is because he's an O-lineman, we don't talk about it. Bruss had a fantastic camp.
Yeah.
This is the reason he was drafted.
So don't call him Logan Bust?
No, he's back. He can play.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, good.
All right, weird question for you guys. I'm taking a left turn on you. Nike just released... Thank you. Nike just released the Sabrina 2. All right, Sabrina Ionescu's second signature shoe.
Okay.
Now, I don't anymore because I'm too old and I get too sore. But I used to play pickup basketball 4 days a week.
Yeah.
If I was still playing pickup basketball, I would buy these. I think they are super cool looking. That's them. Okay?
Those are
cool.
good looking.
Yeah.
Would I get made fun of or mocked for buying a girl's shoe? I wouldn't care, by the way. I would do it anyway.
Depends on your game.
But no, I can play a little.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I would wear those.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever worn...
It's a good-looking shoe.
Yeah.
Any clothing
endorsed by a woman. Nike is marketing them. It says...
I would wear that.
Yeah, I'll read what it says. It says... The mirrored colorway was made to remind kids and hoopers of any age, regardless of gender, that they can be in Sabrina's shoes one day.
Awesome.
Andy, would you think less of me if you came to play pickup and I was wearing her shoes?
Would I think less of you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think that these are going to sell. I mean, I'll tell you what, these are better looking than Steph's shoes.
You're going to get D'd up, though. I'm not going to let you beat me in women's shoes.
These are better looking than those Under Armour shoes that Steph made.
I would not think less of you. Because if she showed up to your pickup game, she'd crush
everybody.
You're right.
Yeah. She would kill every single person there.
Right.
So unless you can play against her, shut up.
Yeah, I really like them.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna sell.
Has anybody worn any clothing endorsed by a woman?
Like a professional athlete?
Here?
Yeah. I'm trying to, or anything that was endorsed by a woman.
I'm trying to think.
I don't think I have.
Well, I thought the biggest star at the Olympics, I just couldn't get enough of her, was Sydney McLaughlin. I thought she's first of all, she won every race by like secretariat distance. I mean, she's like nobody could hang with her. She's incredibly marketable. She's already married. She's a mom.
Wow.
She's got more gold medals than you can count. Like to me, she was the biggest star. If I was a track person.
Yeah.
And I was running, and she had shoes. I'd want her shoes.
No way. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never done it. This
I
is
actually
new world.
think in 2024, and you guys.
I had a Sparks jersey. I had Lisa Leslie.
Yeah.
jersey.
Did you?
I did have a Sparks jersey.
Shout me down if you disagree, but I think in 2024, gender is almost irrelevant with sports.
Kind of.
I think that if you can play, like what Andy was just saying, if you can play, you can play.
Well, I think also, too, when you're talking about Ionescu's shoe in particular, we're at a time right now where the WNBA has gotten so popular, not just with women, but with men as well. And it's coming on like a decade of NBA stars.
Yeah, by the way, you said there's no gender doesn't matter?
Well, that's how Nike's marketing it.
Kinda, yeah.
Because I'm looking at like Sabrina Ionescu's salary and saying, oh no, gender absolutely does matter because you make millions of dollars less. I mean, she's making less than $100,000.
Well, and there's still a rule in the WNBA that only one player can make a lot of money. I don't know what the exact numbers are, but they had you're allowed one player to pay.
That sounds like arena football.
And by the way, back when I remember it, this isn't the right number anymore. But when Lisa Leslie was playing, she was allowed to make $250,000 a year, which is nothing.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, bad NBA players make $10 million.
Here's Sabrina's salary chart. So 2020 she made $68,000, then $69,000, then $76,000, $86,000. This year she got to $202,000. Gender still does matter because women are underpaid.
Well, and that's why it's kind of cool that she has a shoe.
Oh, yeah,
because
absolutely.
she can market. Well, Brittany Griner made the argument that one of the reasons she got stuck in Russia,
was
obviously
cannabis oil, or
right? But she was guilty of what they accused
Yeah.
her of, but she wouldn't have had to go over there,
right?
Oh, to make money.
If we would have paid her comparatively over here.
The WNBA just signed a really, really big TV deal. The rights are getting more expensive. Hopefully that trickle down starts being felt more by the players. They're getting way more opportunities. And also, too, the generation that's coming up into the WNBA, they're now in an NIL world. So
This is true.
Right.
There's going to be opportunities for some of these women playing college basketball and other college sports to start actually making some money before that.
And some of these girls have already turned that corner. Like Cameron Brink, when we had her on, you weren't here that day.
I wasn't here that day, yeah.
Cameron Brink told us that she feels really fortunate that she was in this first wave of NIL people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and that's why I told the story earlier.
She got to make some money.
It's the Wild West, yeah.
Well, she signed her New Balance deal. New Balance just signed Cooper Flagg, who's technically still in high school. He hasn't even been on campus at Duke yet. Wow. But he's going to be the number one freshman in the country.
Unbelievable.
But here's the weird thing,
Rich
DeMarco.
in high school. Yeah.
And this is true with Cameron Brink's parents. Her mom and her. She grew up with the Currys. Like her mom was
Like
Sonia.
Steph? Yeah.
Her mom was Sonia Curry's roommate at Virginia Tech.
Whoa.
So they both basically went on to birth professional
Superstars.
athletes.
Yeah.
And Cameron said, both of my parents, my mom and my dad, work for Nike. I signed with New Balance because they offered me a better deal. New Balance is going young.
Wow.
And they did a weird deal last week. Andy, I don't even know if you've heard this. Cooper Flagg has to wear Nikes at Duke practice and at games because Duke has this Nike contract. He signed a New Balance deal to wear New Balance everywhere else, but he can't wear them in games.
Right, in games and in practice, he's got to wear Nike.
And so every shot you'll see, every time you watch Cooper Flagg on TV, he'll be wearing Nike.
But you're going to see him.
But New Balance signed him anyway, and you're about to tell us why.
Well, first of all, you're eventually going to see him playing in the NBA.
Probably in 1 year.
But also, too,
maybe a New Balance
in an age
shoes.
of social media and all these guys having their own brand, you're going to see just as much of Cooper Flagg wearing those New Balances. You're going to see commercials with him wearing those New Balances. New Balance is going to get their money's worth.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a wild ride. Livy Dunn, who is a gymnast at LSU, her boyfriend is Paul Skeens, the pitcher for the Pirates.
Yeah, Captain Mustache.
Yeah. She is going to make more money than he does this year because of her NIL.
What?
She's got a deal with.
Wait a minute. She's making more than a major league pitcher.
She's a rookie.
She's gonna. She's very attractive, and they think she's going to clear $10 million this year.
But something's wrong here, right? Don't you think? Come on, we've gone crazy.
This was the old Anna Kournikova thing. Anna Kournikova made more money than any player on tour, and she never won.
Right.
But because she was attractive and marketable, she just cashed in on endorsements.
Yes. You feeling better yet about going to Detroit, or you feel worse?
About going to Detroit?
Yeah.
Well, I will not physically be there, but yeah, I
mean,
feel worse.
You're going with the team.
I feel worse.
You feel worse. Okay.
Yeah, I'm worried about Aiden Hutchinson. He seems good.
Dude, he's a hard
well, especially if we don't have our left tackle.
Our offensive line looks pretty leaky at the moment.
You got some question marks at tackle. You trust Joe Noteboom.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I trust Joe.
And McClendon's going to be your starter in the next year and a half.
Is he really?
Oh yeah. He's big. He's getting it. He's starting to get that baby fat off him.
Well, I got to take this one game at a time this season.
Okay.
Like, for example, my first game of the season is Sunday, LSU versus USC.
Come on.
That's my first game of the season.
Come on, Trojans.
How you feeling about that, Andy?
This schedule is rough.
They're only 4.5-point dogs.
I'm telling you what, USC's going to give them a game.
I think they will,
I hope so.
I think they will, too.
It's not going to be – last year, the LSU played in the kickoff opener.
Yeah.
They lost Florida State 45-24. This won't be that. This will be close.
I just want to see Feinbaum eat it.
Me too.
We're going
Feinbaum just hates USC.
We're going to be getting into that.
All right.
Well, he hates Lincoln Ryan.
These guys are next. See you tomorrow at 1.